Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com. I'm here doing the Basically Bullshit Show, episode 26. 27. Son of a bitch. Hey, you can't blame me this time.
No.
Episode 27.
Take two.
Take two, not my fault.
Yeah, none of our fault, actually.
It is June 15th. I know that because it's payday. And,
we had a whole bit about that the first time around.
Yeah,
it's just like...
and this is the post-E3 show.
And to bring up a point that it is officially the
halfway point of the year.
halfway point of the year, yeah.
It would be past halfway point because it's past 12 o'clock.
That's true, but I'm just saying, we're now on the second half.
You just failed.
We're on the second half. It's almost 24 daily. We're that much closer
Epic fail.
to Wii U games.
No, not really. They can still be pushed back.
Wow. Yeah, this is also post Last of Us release, so we can talk a little bit about it. No story, real. We're not gonna. Marco's further than 9, but no real story stuff. We won't spoil that for you. Multiplayer, we'll talk about the multiplayer.
You better not spoil it. I haven't even got to play it. Every time I want to play it, let's play multiplayer.
Turns out, he kills Dumbledore.
Damn you.
Yes. Dumbledore is all the spore monsters.
That would make sense. I didn't see it going that way, but that would make sense.
So,
also,
derailed my energy.
also, I really wanted to play 14 before we did this, but didn't get a chance. The beta.
I played enough of the beta to tell you. Well, I can say some stuff. All right, well, let's start with that because me and Tim both got the. Well, no, should I say I got 2 beta invites and I gave one to Tim.
Yeah, thanks to me because I gave you my code.
Bullshit. Oh well, maybe. Maybe actually.
I'm thinking because I gave you my 13-2 code.
That is complete and utter bullshit, but it's true.
The other one I got on my own.
Yeah, well, no.
You are full of shit and also not a liar.
And you know what really fucking sucks? I've already paid for the collector's edition of the goddamn
You're more invested in the game.
Yes, I am. Yeah. You bastard, Square. You keep...
So we won't have any video of that because it's under NDA. Yeah. They're not allowing any videos, so that kind of sucks. But what I can tell you is I'm spoiled. I'll tell you right now, I don't really give a rat's ass about the story already.
If it makes you feel any better, I just on a side note, I just did a Google search, and there's a whole forum thread where people have pre-ordered the game in full and still not gotten their beta code. So it's okay to...
No, because even though people are pre-ordering, it's still select people that are getting it. It's random. It even says...
These are the guys that did it from beyond...
I know, but I'm saying it's still random.
From before the first beta.
I know, and I'm saying
I bet almost everybody who bought 14 probably got on it, though. Initially, I didn't play 14, so I can't give you.
Well, yeah, no, because actually, the people who bought 14 before, they're able to still play 14.
No, they're not. They're not. Those servers have been down for a while. Yeah, they shut them down.
I thought they were still going.
No. 11.
I know they had still been able to play because they were able to play for free. They stopped charging them.
Well, I'll continue what I said. I don't give a rat's ass about the story, and I'll tell you why. Because after the Old Republic, I want all of at least the main dialogue to be spoken. And it is all text. And it's...
Well, that could be only in the beta, too.
I doubt that. I really doubt that. The way things are looking, it's going to be all text.
Well, Warcraft was that way, too.
Yeah, well, see, and I didn't give a shit about the text in the Warcraft either. So I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing.
Actually, in my case, I've never really gave a damn about the story in any MMO.
The Old Republic, when I could be an asshole to everybody, and
it was the only time you cared. But after that, it was like, okay, that was a good moment.
Yeah, well, there were plenty of those moments. That's the important part.
I know, but it was like, you didn't really care about... You cared more about getting to the next asshole moment than you cared about the actual story.
But that was the story. It was me being an asshole to everybody in the universe. It's like super Sith mage becomes asshole to all Sith army and everyone else. Spreads assholeness across all planets.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, me, as far as the story goes, okay, yeah, right now I'm not, super enthralled by the story, but I kind of just... From what I've seen of the gameplay itself, that's what I want.
No, the game. Well, we'll get into that after because I actually got some of that in.
What I want to know is, since I'm a beta tester, can I be a beater?
Am I supposed to know what that is?
Yes, if you
You
watch
should.
the goddamn anime I keep telling you to watch.
At this point, by the time he watches it, it's going to be dubbed.
Yeah, that's a good fucking point.
Although
no.
the dub I saw was not bad.
What are you guys talking about?
Sword Art Online.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
We're going to get locked into the game, never be able to log out.
But
So
it'll be a
Dot Hack?
beta, so it'll be a bit.
Dot Hack did that first, and Dot Hack was terrible.
No, they weren't. They were able to lock out.
No, that's why the one person was stuck in the system. That was the
Well,
whole part of the
this-
game. You never played it. You haven't. You never played it.
Yes, I have played it. Second, I have seen the anime. Yes, I do know how it works.
Anime
And
sucked.
two,
This is everyone.
Sword Art is everyone. And when you die in the game, you die in real life.
So the Matrix. The Matrix did it first. The Matrix did it better.
No, actually, I think they did it better. You know how much I like the Matrix.
Don't think. Well, anyway, we're not gonna even go
Well,
there.
then again,
We're not
you
gonna
thought I
go
wouldn't
there.
like The Last of Us, so.
We're not gonna go there. So yeah, I don't give a rat's ass about the story because it's all text. I don't for those MMOs. It's. I mean, I played enough RPGs with text, but this is a.
You've gotten spoiled by the new age.
Well, not only that. Well, Old Republic did that right. No, and for a game like that, it should have voice. Every Final Fantasy at this point has voice.
Yeah, but look how long it takes.
So what? It is not like they're. It's not like it's up right now. It's not like they're making money.
Yeah, well, look what happened the first time.
It takes less time to do a VO than anything else.
Yeah, but then they also have to do it for each country.
No, don't do English and Japanese. There, done.
Well, that would cover most of the audience, but
Most of the world speaks English at least as a second language.
they would need English, French, Japanese.
Okay, they can do French. They do them all at once. They have multiple sound booths. See? How fucking hard is that? To me, that could...
Dude, look what happened the first time they released this game. How bad that was.
Yeah, and they didn't have voice either. See? Anyway, like I said, I don't give a shit about the story at this point. All I care about is doing parties and fucking up monsters.
Slash dance.
And dancing on them. So far, I've not been completely impressed by the dancing. It could use some work.
Yeah, it's not varied enough, really. Yeah. It's the problem.
There's no Dance 2, Dance 3.
Nope, not that I could see. Visually, it's on par. Well, at least on my system, it's on par with SOTOR on some level. Although it's a little more flamboyant when it comes to anything that deals with like special attacks and that kind of thing. It's
really,
yeah,
really,
yes.
A Final Fantasy game
Yeah,
being visually flamboyant.
Well, you know, not everybody knows
don't
that.
say.
Not everybody knows that. This might be their first Final Fantasy.
Well, we really, the bad thing is this game's going to be like a little above Marco's, okay, I'll buy this, and then, play it for a month and like, oh, I'm tired of this now.
He won't give a shit about the story either. That's exactly what's going to happen. Him and I are going to be like, you fucking hit stuff, I will keep you alive. Let's see how far this goes.
I can't see Marco continue playing.
And Timmy is going to be some weird class that does something that's like odd.
The Arcanist is more of a summoner.
Like I said.
What? I want to be able to summon.
Let me not actually fight.
In Guild Wars, Timmy played the
I want to
Necromancer.
be as a Dragoon.
I want to be DPS, but the healing. I've come to terms that I am best as a healer because no one else wants to heal. No one else is competent enough to fucking heal. And Marco's good at absorbing.
Yes. Hey, Rose, you want a bro down?
He's a good sponge.
Let's make this a bro down.
He also likes leaving drones in space.
Hey, look.
Kerbal nuts?
No. It's Eve.
Oh. Yeah, well, that's true. The drones and the game.
Drones and getting blown up in 2 days.
Hey. That was not my fault.
Here, he's going to spawn in the town center first time. 2 seconds later, die at the altar.
Shut up.
So,
Calling it now.
Like I said, visually, it's comparable. I mean, I have it on extreme. If you've been watching our channel, I did a benchmark for it, and my machine well outstrips the highest point setting marker that they have. So I mean, I can run with no problem, and you can tell it's some stuff is lower res. I don't know if that's because of the beta, but it's not as detailed as well, a lot of things anyway. What are you looking at, Marco?
He's trying to see if beta keys.
No, I
are
want to
on
see
sale.
how much you're going for.
$25 for a beta key.
10 bids.
Shit.
There's that. All the comments
25.
on Reddit are saying that's everyone's selling theirs.
Wow.
They're selling the boxes already?
That's actually a pretty
Empty
nice
collector's
box,
edition.
Oh, you know what? That's probably the original
though. Isn't this the thing
key
you
fob.
want?
I'm getting one.
Yeah, he's getting it with his.
Yeah, it comes.
No, that's from the original 14 though. That's not the
It's
new
the
one.
same one.
Oh, is it?
That's the one they're
Oh.
pictured with it. I mean, they might have changed.
$41 fucking bid on the beta key. I'm telling you, people, stop bidding on it.
9 bids.
It's not really worth that kind of money.
I'm hoping I get a beta key now. I can sell it.
So by the time you get it to me, it'll be too late.
Yeah, that's true.
I also got the
That's what you guys need.
plain ass fucking keyboard with a key fob on it. No,
Actually,
it's okay.
you know what I have from the last game, and I was wondering if it would transfer over.
What?
I have the Vanadil clock from 11.
Oh, no. Well,
I just wonder if the time system would be like the same.
I have no idea. To me, all I know is the beta did not impress me, but it didn't. I mean, it at least solidified they've done a lot of things
So
right.
let's say I spent 83 fucking
I
dollars.
from a
You
story
better play
from
the
a story
goddamn game.
perspective, like I said, I don't give a shit about the story. Combat wise, I didn't get into huge big combat, but I did find that sentient tree that I was really excited about, and it kicked my ass. It is real time. You can cure while you run. I think that's probably the greatest.
That's
That's
good.
nice.
You don't stop for a second and
No, you fucking you can cast and run.
wow, so you can drink on the run.
Yep.
Nice.
So what are you looking at, Marco?
Get off the computer and join the goddamn conversation.
So get the beta codes. I'm listening to you guys.
Yes.
I haven't played the game, so I can't talk about it.
I haven't played it either, and I'm still able to talk about it.
You haven't downloaded at least.
I have it downloaded. Brr, big deal.
Well,
I watched the
I-
E3 trailer like you did.
I do have the PS3 key as well, but that's not going to happen.
I was
no
curious.
interest.
No.
I was curious to try it.
I watched the videos.
It looks good.
It looks decent considering because I compare it right next to the PC, and you know the PC is on practically highest settings. It's comparable in many ways, but blurry.
And
And-
the frame rate.
And the frame is actually the
That's
worst
the
part.
biggest problem.
If that video is anything to go by, I can't say for a fact. I mean, it's definitely playable, but it's like
It looked like a final build.
it's kind of like playing Borderlands. I think, like that kind of frame rate. If you play Borderlands on
well,
the
I don't
console,
think that's bad.
No, he's putting it. To, I wouldn't compare that.
you wouldn't even go that far.
No, because comparing the two of them, the PC has a nicer frame rate,
Obviously,
but the PS3's is not 30.
that's what I said. Borderlands.
No. The PS3 Borderlands I think is about 30.
I did not run like that for most of the time I played Borderlands.
No, I think the frame rate on 14 is worse than Borderlands.
Okay, whatever.
don't
It's
know.
it's not
I
it's
didn't-
playable,
I
but
didn't
it's
see it.
it's chop fest.
It's very choppy.
You could be a butcher. And like I said, the combat for the 20 minutes I got to battle creatures is interesting. It's real time. You can run around. You can cast when you run, which is nice. You can heal. I can heal people pretty easily. I can see them. I didn't get to do any party stuff. In fact, now that I think about it, if you started as a human to me, I probably could join you. And I got to level 3. I mean, I didn't play it that long, but I played enough of the little quest to know that I don't care about the story. It does have a translucent map, which is nice, and the map can be scaled, which is kind of nice as well.
I'll use word of the day.
Yeah, that's right. Translucent, invisible? No,
I
invisible.
should go get my little counter clicker. This is already up to like 300.
Hey, there's been a lot of translucent things.
I've only been here
going
for like
on.
4 hours, so.
I like the map a lot. And I don't know. I haven't played it long enough to give you a final impression. Although that game looks very close to done. I think that is
I would
very
hope
close
so.
to the final
It comes
build.
out basically a little over a month.
My guess is that this beta is actually probably testing server integrity more than
well,
anything.
I kind of read.
There are a lot of
I-
fucking people on there.
I read the breakdown of the phases that they're going to do for beta testing, and it really did seem like that. The way they're going to phase in different features, especially that they're still announcing like job classes and stuff. So I'd imagine that is what they're doing.
I'm not a huge MMO guy, but the thing I'm most interested in is how they're going to handle raids, like raid boss areas. That's the most important part to me for any MMO.
Well, yeah, I gotta say, I mean, I wasn't into MMOs, but the Old Republic, I actually really liked that one. The way
flash instances, yeah, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm interested in. I don't give a shit about killing 6 chocobos and coming back with their feathers. Okay, don't care about that.
How could you kill a chocobo? That's just wrong.
Fine.
I'm Black Mage.
Pet 3 chocobos and get their feathers. Doesn't matter.
Wave it 3 chocobos. One of the missions, one of the side quests, starting ones, is they teach you how to emote, and you have to go to this lady who's mute and do stuff, and then she gets your attention if you do the right one. You gotta wave at her, and she calls you a weirdo. And at first I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because there's like 50 people doing the same thing to the same person.
Yeah.
It's like, what the? Why is everybody waving at her? I didn't get it. And then I had the mission. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Bye, I will join you.
Yeah. What are those things? Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get it. I'm gonna play it on PC. Don't give a fuck about the PS3 version. From what we understand, the PS3 and PC are not cross compatible. No. So people we know who are gonna play on the PS3, you're kind of assed out.
Sorry, Eric.
PC Master Race. Woo. Actually, that goes in a segue. Thank you, EVGA, for replacing my GTX 680. Actually, the card you sent me is faster than one I sent you. It's a hotter card, though.
Gotta liquid cool that card.
No, it's not that bad. But I've been using it enough to know that it runs hotter, but it's faster. It's definitely faster. It all comes down to yield. You know, they give you a base clock, and then they say, okay, this is what you'll get at minimum, and then you could get something higher. And then that's why they have those For the Wind editions and stuff, where it's like 100 megahertz higher clock rate initially. This one, I don't know how much it is exactly, but I can definitely tell it's faster. And like I said, it definitely runs a little hotter. But got it back, like brand fucking new, stuck it in, turned it on. First thing I did was actually run the Final Fantasy 14 benchmark, and I got like 200 or 300 points more than I did the last time I did it, which was interesting. I almost got 8,000 this time. I was like, wow, you know, maybe a driver update help with that. I'm not completely sure.
I should probably check mine.
Yeah, it probably
maybe.
One of the things I've been having trouble with on my computer is that driver display thing where it shuts off.
Shuts off?
Yeah, mine keeps having this driver display issue.
When was the last time you updated your AMD? When did you update Catalyst? Have you updated Catalyst?
I have it on auto.
Probably when
he installed it.
Oh, on auto? It doesn't auto.
It doesn't auto.
That one doesn't auto.
Yeah, definitely doesn't auto. Because
dude,
it used to.
You're probably behind.
You're probably behind.
I'll do that. I'll do that one. I'll do that after. Because it's happening more and more often now. We're just
when you render.
Like what does it do exactly?
Everything kind of locks up on the screen for a couple seconds. It shuts off, and then it goes back on, and it says that the display driver had stopped working but has recovered.
Yeah, you need to update.
Or you might just need to reinstall it. That might just be, you might be at that point already.
When's the last time? Okay, when you ran the benchmark, what did you have running behind it?
Probably just Skype.
Okay.
I think I had shut everything.
They've already really shown that shit doesn't affect it. Like they actually did in this post, they do the test. And
that looks like my card.
That basically is your card.
Oh, okay. Mine has a silver strip. It's better. Basically, I'm ready for almost anything that comes out. Battlefield 4, when that comes out, I'll be able to play that pretty much in highest. I don't think that's going to take much more than 3 does, in all honesty.
Yeah, no, I doubt it.
And I have a 4 gigabyte card. Marcos, yours is a 3, right?
Yeah, mine's a 3.
Yeah.
I think mine's a 2.
Yes, yours is a 2. Well, for you, Timmy, when the time comes, it'll just be a case of piecing yours together, because he's got the CPU he's got that you're going to need.
Yeah, I know.
When you have the RAM, you don't really need faster than what I got. In fact, what he has, because his is just like one step under, is fast enough. It's really going to come down to the video card. Eventually, you will have to buy a better video card.
Yeah, well, no, I know that.
If you want to keep up.
But
I have that one, that Uni Engine, DirectX one. That's probably the most intensive benchmark I've downloaded so far.
The three things I feel I need is one, I mean, of course, the motherboard, then the RAM, and then I need a bigger hard drive. I seriously, I mean, what I have right now, it's not cutting it. I need more space.
For all those videos. Timmy uses iTunes religiously. He fucking has all those
It's not even a lot of videos. It's music,
Movies,
dude.
the movies that you from all the Blu-rays, all the vouchers you've downloaded.
I have like 12.
To only.
Hey, there are people that have more.
I'm sure they are. They're called rich people.
Yeah, well, it could be, ultraviolet.
Screw that. Yeah, so I got my card back. It was wonderful. It was like you see in those movies, like we're missing the one part, and they put it in, the machine goes, and it's like yes.
Mike would say, "Oh, so you finished the Millennium Puzzle."
I'll be honest with you, I thought of that actually. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Wow.
But only because of Little Karibo. That's the only reason why. Yeah, I guess you could put it that way. I also got my Wii U at the same time, same day. So I sent both my card and the Wii U on the same day through UPS and got them back, what was it, 3 days? 4 days later?
It's kind of creepy.
It's 4 days later, both of them replaced. The Wii U was a much less happy event, considering all the settings I had to do. They did not save my saves or the download. I had to re-implement my profile, had to download all the games again, which wouldn't be so bad if the store wasn't so fucking slow. It takes forever. And then I downloaded all the new games, which I posted: Mega Man 2, 3, and 4, and Yoshi and Spelunker.
I'm not sure those on their own.
About $5. SNES games are about $8.
No, it's just because I remember I was checking the network a couple of days ago.
Oh.
And I seen Mega Man 2, 3, and 4
Yeah.
for like $5.
Yeah, they're
$6
$5 each. They're $5 each. Yoshi was 30 cents because that's the current game that's on sale. And I don't know how many more we have. We've gone through most of the games they had on that list that were supposed to be for the Year of Luigi on the gamepad.
Do you have your monitor connected through HDMI?
Yeah.
HDMI 1.4.
Apparently,
hopeful.
the new beta driver takes care of that issue. So.
Oh well, then Timmy's good to go. Then.
Yeah, well, I'll download. Well, I'll make sure it's up.
Beta driver, Timmy, they're usually solid. I haven't run into a beta driver yet that's been problematic.
Well, like I said, I'll download it after once we're done.
I really considered if the GTX had died, I was thinking about getting the 79, not 90, 7970. But every review I've heard complains about the machine having coil whine and running extremely hot. Coil whine is a bigger problem, especially for recording, because you'd hear the electrical hum. But that card is supposed to be pretty much the equivalent, if not maybe even better than what I have. But like I said, my card does the deal, and I overclock it, so it does what I want it to do. What?
No, I was just thinking what the newest drivers available were.
Skype me the link just in case.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just make it easier.
What? Yeah, this is a good.
So as far as the Wii U, like I said, they I guess I didn't really talk about it. Basically, the Wii U failed to continue to output to TV via HDMI. Wouldn't output to component, and then when I tried to switch it back to HDMI, it said could not update profile, please turn off, or could not update system, turn off the system and try again. And it failed, and then to call, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I had to call them and send it in. And they replaced, my guess is they probably replaced the entire thing, because I'm sure that it's one piece, like the whole MOBO and everything, and it's solid state, so it's probably soldered.
Well, I would think as far as that goes, they probably just gave you a new one or a refurbished one.
Yeah,
just
it's
just
not worth it.
on the time frame. I mean, I
well,
doubt.
I
that
think it's the same plastic because there's dust in the vents and stuff.
Yeah, because you're the only person in the world that lets their Wii U get dust in the vents.
Why would they send me a dusty? That would be bullshit. I could complain about that. No, I don't think so. I think they replaced the MOBO.
You're gonna complain that it's dusty.
Yes.
What the hell are they gonna do? Send you another one and just dust it up?
Yes.
There, sir. It wasn't dusty.
Yes.
No, they send you a new one.
Yeah, well,
No, it's not new.
It could come back like Marco's.
It's a refurb.
Yeah, it's a refurb.
It could come back like Marco's RMA is all sticky.
Thanks.
Anyway, so yeah, got both of them. Wii U is back up and running. Which leads us to E3. Let's start with Nintendo, because that's the one I want to talk about the most.
Yeah, that's the one I haven't watched.
You haven't. Well,
I didn't see the direct.
You're really not missing
I've read most.
that's the problem.
I've read most of the high points, which Smash Brothers, but other than that, I wasn't interested in it.
Nintendo. I was most interested in Nintendo, especially since they weren't doing the press conference, and I know they did that for a reason, because nothing,
Yeah, well, it's like
almost nothing, is getting released until 2014.
Yep.
Sorry, Mr. Iwata, I'm done. Please understanding. I am severely disappointed. I was hoping for at least Mario Kart 8 this year. That's not happening.
I don't know, because the Mario Kart seem to be coming out too quick now.
I disagree.
Wii's been out for a long time, unless you count the 3DS one.
No, he's counting the whole series, I think.
Yeah, I'm counting the entire series.
You can't count the mobile. I don't. Well, anything on the Game Boys or DS.
No. On the Game Boy was fine because that was just Super Mario Kart. I mean,
Well,
I would love that.
We've only had 2 releases in like the last 5 years.
We've had more Halos than we've had Mario Karts.
Kart Wii, Mario Kart 7.
Mario Kart Wii,
Mario Kart 7.
That's it.
Yeah, between Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 7, there wasn't all that big a gap.
Yeah, but they're different
5
platforms.
years.
I know, but
2
the thing
different-
is that's kind of what transfers into the next game.
Okay, well, even if I was gonna take that as a point, nothing big with the exception of Pikmin, which we already knew about.
And it's still delayed. It
It's
should
still
have come
delayed.
out at the beginning of the year.
It's coming out. That's it. Mario Kart 8. I think Nintendo. Okay, maybe the Mario 3D Land. I think might be December, but that'll get probably pushed back.
Yeah.
And then what? Smash Brothers. Well, Smash Brothers. I didn't expect it this year. It's too soon.
I guaranteed it wouldn't come out this year. I knew that for a fact.
You know, it was more like, well, what the hell? You know, what the hell's going on here? You guys don't have anything else?
And no third-party support
No third-party support.
at all.
EA is not going to be releasing FIFA and Madden on the Wii U, which games I don't give a fuck about, but that's a sign. So, and from a virtual console perspective, I think it's right. Why is it taking so long? Why are they only releasing 2 every week? They think that's going to be enough to keep people. It's like breadcrumbs, basically. Why haven't they just released their entire catalog, or at least large swaths of it? It's not that fucking hard to get it to work. Even you're basically taking ROMs. They're already emulated. They already have that technology because they've already done most of that for the Wii Shop channel. It's not much of a difference. The hardware is basically a souped-up Wii to begin with. It's just like a dual-core Wii, for the most part. And, it doesn't make sense. Fucking releasing 2, maybe 3, and once a week it's ludicrous. They should have They should say, hey, by the way, you can play every fucking game, or nearly every game, you ever owned on these 2 consoles. Next.
I think it's a little more than just, we got it to work or that. I mean, there is a lot more behind
There's
it.
no achievements. There's no online configuration.
It's not even that. It's licensing issues.
They
own the licenses.
I can understand.
No, he's talking about the entire catalog. They don't own the entire. I mean,
no.
if you want the
No,
entire
for all their
catalog
stuff.
of
Even
if
for all
it's all
their
their
stuff.
stuff, fine.
And that would be easier.
But then again, I mean, okay.
Do a pack-in with Capcom. Every game you've ever released on SNES, here's all this money
Yeah,
for
but even
licensing. To do it.
Capcom has trouble with their own games. Why do you think they won't do a remake of Legends when everyone wants it?
That's just because they're hard-headed.
No, I know, but I mean, there are other issues there.
There are not that many. And even if there were, they could still release a large chunk of them.
No, I'm not saying they couldn't.
Why wasn't there an announcement about GameCube games being released? At least an announcement. Where are these Game Boy Advance games that they're going to be releasing? When's that going to
the
happen?
only thing we're getting this year at this point is Pikmin, Pokemon.
Earthbound.
No, we don't even know that.
No.
We don't know that.
thought they had given
They
a
said
date.
Earthbound is coming to Virtual Console. They did not say when.
I thought they had given a date because that was the 30th
They
of
did
the
not
month.
give a date.
Okay, I thought they had.
It's come out for the Japanese. They haven't.
I think it came out for Europe too, didn't it? Or
No,
somewhere else?
no, just Japan.
No,
Because they released the Mother 2 ROM. So on that front, which is probably should be the most trivial of things, that is disappointment. No games really coming out until 2014. Smash Brothers is not communicating with 3DS. They're not playing together, which I didn't expect, but it was a bit of a blow for people who thought so.
Actually, originally it was supposed to, because if you remember E3 a couple
of
years...
Yeah.
Well, no, I know not anymore, but I'm saying if you remember E3 a couple years back, they specifically said, especially like at the launch of the 3DS, that the next Smash Brothers was going to go cross with it.
Yeah, no, I
expected it to be like a controller or something with it. I mean,
no, why aren't they releasing like a Pokemon Stadium for X and Y?
Because it's probably because it's not out. Because I mean, look, Battle Revolution, Stadium, they all came out.
Why didn't they announce? By the way, you get to play this with this. That's entirely possible.
I don't know, because also I think the last two Stadium type games didn't do well.
No new IP.
They sold well enough. No new IP.
They sold.
Retro Studios is making a Donkey Kong.
Well, here's the thing about the Battle Revolution. It may have sold well, but it didn't review well.
They don't give a fuck as long as it sells well.
Yeah, but the thing is if people, especially like the last two, it's gonna
To
sell.
me, it's Pokemon. It will sell.
It will sell, but it won't sell as well.
And then, like I said, what about new IP, Retro Studios? Everyone's like, oh, it might be a new game. It might be something interesting. No, it's a fucking another Donkey Kong game.
Donkey Kong Country at that.
Yep.
That's fine. Another Donkey Kong game. It's the same one.
I know, but I'm sorry. But after Donkey Kong Country 1, I was like, okay, that was cute. Now, never do that again.
No, everyone's saying the same thing. It's like, why the fuck is this? Why didn't Retro do something else?
Wait, but does it have the Donkey Kong rap?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. I'm fed up. That's what it comes down to. I've been trying to apologize for Nintendo for a while now, and the only thing that's getting any attention is the 3DS.
Yeah, well, it's the only thing that's like saving grace right now.
Yeah, well, they could do enough to get them. If they had actually shown something and didn't have Iwata fucking apologizing for everything in every fucking video, we wouldn't have this problem.
Well, I mean...
So what it comes down to is Nintendo's disappointed. There's nothing until 2014 worth really talking about. They didn't talk about really anything on the 3DS either, which kind of worries me because I haven't heard anything else that's supposed to be coming out other than Project X Zone at this point.
Yeah, well, the biggest things supposed to be coming out on that is Project X Zone, Shin Megami 4.
Nah, I don't give a shit about that. But
yeah, I know you don't give a shit about that, but that is like one of the games they're banking on because they're really pushing that. I mean, even besides that, Atlas with the trouble they're in, they're still pushing that heavily.
You gotta press F9, Marco. There you go.
Yes. That's right.
So it's it's one of those things where I expected more. I expected Mario Kart this year at the very least, and I'm done defending them. It's really
and actually one of our predictions didn't come true either. Star Fox, remember? We really thought that they were going to do something with that this year.
The only glimpse of Star Fox I saw was on Smash Brothers, and they didn't even bother to talk about him as a character. They only showed glimpses of him.
Yeah, I think it was only one glimpse at that.
No, there's a couple places where you could see like little snippets of him in
well,
battle.
They did his whole awesome intro.
Yeah, the little fucking tiny thing.
It was short, but it was great for what it was.
Yep. So, yeah, it's this Wii U is going to be sitting here a while. I'll continue to do the Virtual Console videos only because people like them and I get a lot of hits. But other than that, since I lost my save for Lego City Undercover, probably not going to play that again. Super Mario Brothers, Luigi. When's Luigi coming out? Does anybody know?
This year.
Okay.
August. I think it's August.
And I really, it's kind of
third quarter. That's the thing that's bullshit.
It's kind of pathetic that I have to. I'm being excited for something that's technically an add-on, or trying to anyway. And that Xenoblade Chronicles Project X
so far.
That is probably the most interesting thing they've shown yet.
And
we have no idea.
And it's
how
probably
long
still
this will be.
2 years off, I would say.
And it's going to be multiplayer.
Year and a half,
and we'll probably still only have one Wii.
Yeah.
Because Marco's not going to buy one.
Yeah, no, I
originally have no reason to. I initially went in.
Yeah,
well,
for those that don't know, before I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to go real quick. For those that don't know, I don't think we ever said this.
No.
Me and Bobby went half and half on the Wii that we have here.
Yep.
With the idea that we would help each other out, get a second one because we thought the games would be launching.
Yep.
I have no fucking reason within the next year almost to get one.
Yep.
Yeah, and
There's nothing that I want.
me at launch, I was planning on buying my own because I was liking what I was seeing, and since then, especially with no games, it's like I got no reason to buy it. I cannot justify it. I mean,
Well, even on top of all that, the thing for Smash Brothers, the big thing about Smash Brothers, especially since the last one, is all the third-party characters, right? They do not want to confirm that the same characters will be coming over, and in fact, they've said that
it's gonna have the same amount.
no.
So-
They're saying there's going to be less third-party characters.
Oh, okay, no, I didn't mean third party, but they had said that it would be the same amount of characters as Brawl.
Yeah, it should be more.
Yeah, no, I agree. It should be more. I wouldn't exactly be able to give a number of how many more, but I would say it should be more.
I guess we could talk about the positive part. Obviously, Mega Man is the third-party character I've ever shown, and I like the comment I read right after that reveal that Nintendo's treating Capcom's property better than Capcom does.
Yeah. But
I mean, that trailer was really well done.
In another sense, you also got to kind of think Nintendo is really catering to Capcom.
Nintendo has to cater to somebody since no one else wants to release things for them.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if anything, it's Capcom and
Ubisoft.
No.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. And there's one more. I'm trying to think of it. Before you interrupted me, I had it.
Ubisoft.
It's only Ubisoft.
No. There's another one.
Sega?
Sega.
Yeah, well, okay, maybe in that.
That's the one.
Okay, let's be fair. Sonic Lost World is going to be Nintendo Wii exclusives.
Well, no, but even Sega said pretty much almost all their games now are going to come on Nintendo as exclusive.
I don't mind that at all. And in fact, that's good for them. In fact, the Lost World, from what I saw from a video perspective, I want that.
I know. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything like that. I'm just saying they pretty much have chosen a couple of developers and go, okay, well, we're pretty much going to make this your box.
Yep. Actually, I kind of agree that Nintendo should buy up Sega, and then Sega should make games exclusive for it. That should happen.
They should.
That actually would be a good thing.
Nintendo.
Then you would have Sega, and there would be no reason for Nintendo to exclude Sonic from anything. Sonic and Mario would be more of a thing.
Well, they already pretty much don't exclude him from anything. I mean,
let's be fair. In Brawl, he came at the very last second, at the end of the story mode. He was there for 2 seconds, did one thing, and that was it.
Dude, he comes in halfway.
No, he comes at the end. At the end. I know, I passed it twice.
I got him halfway.
No, you did not. I can guarantee you that.
I don't know.
I'm playing enough Brawl to know.
Well, even if he comes in the last second, he's still in there.
Yeah, but it's more like, oh, last character, by the way, this guy.
Well, I don't think that's part of it.
And then Sonic would be, obviously he's going to play second fiddle to Mario all the time, but...
Yeah, well, anyone in Nintendo has to play second fiddle to Mario.
I think Link actually has more reverence at this point.
He might, but still...
At least within the company.
Mario is still their mascot. I mean, it hasn't been, they haven't got to that point yet. I mean, Link is always still going to play second fiddle. Or at least until, like, the original generation of Nintendo people are gone completely.
Well, that's...
Then I could say Link becoming the mascot, but until then, he's still going to play second fiddle.
Well,
but that's why I really don't get this whole year of Luigi crap. I mean,
it's just a gimmick. Oh, Timmy, it's always something with Timmy.
We still have 6 months of this shit to go! 6 months I've been bitching about the year of Luigi until fucking December 31.
Sony said this. Sony says, by the way, the PS4, the year of one book.
Oh my god.
You know what'd actually be worse? Would be Year of Crash.
What's wrong with Crash?
I don't know. I never cared for it. I got nothing against it. I never cared for Crash. Just like I never cared for Rayman.
Leave Crash out of this.
I didn't really care for Rayman until Origins, to be honest.
I
didn't really like the original Rayman. I did not like Rayman 3D. When they went to this drawing thing, it's pretty good. The Wii U demo is pretty good. not enough to drive Wii U sales by any stretch of the imagination.
The one Rayman game I at least from experience know sells well is that Rayman Raving Rabbids.
Well, yeah.
That one on the Wii sold well. But no, I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, all these Luigi games, they're kind of just
no. And let's also make another part. No price drop.
Yeah, I think that hurts them a lot.
$50 fucking to buy a PS4 rather than a Wii U.
I mean, $50 more.
Yeah, $50 more. Think about that.
Yeah, and the PS4 is going to be backwards compatible, right?
No, absolutely not. That's what Gaikai is going to be. Gaikai is going to allow you to stream from the previous.
That's right.
I didn't expect backwards compatibility, especially definitely not with PS3.
I did at least PS3. I would have understood PS1 and PS2, but I at least expected PS3.
You expected PS3 backwards compatibility?
Yeah.
Timmy, we can barely emulate PS2.
It's a different architecture. They can't do it.
Nah.
My machine, this Core i7,
No, they can't.
Yeah.
this Core i7, with everything that's in it, can barely emulate the Saturn properly.
It could be done.
No, it can't.
Okay, Timmy. Well, tell you what. Go to Sony and say, "Hey, I'm going to be the lead system architect on emulating PS3 and PlayStation 4."
That's why they have to have the emotion chip in the.
That's why they had a PS2 on a chip on the PS3, and then they went to software emulation. And software emulation was kind of terrible.
They add the shit into the PS4. Easy enough.
Timmy's a developer now.
Yeah, he understands. And he's a Nintendo forecaster on top of that. Jeez.
He's gonna go up to me about it. You guys need to stop it with this year of Luigi.
Stop smiling so much. That would be something
Call it
to
a
say.
half year of Luigi.
Hey, no. Let's just, you kill off Luigi. More Ace Attorney. Done. The catering to Capcom anyway.
You know, another 3DS game I did forget about, although I'm not sure it comes out this year, is the Luigi Dream one. You know,
I thought that was
August.
Is that August?
Dream Team.
Okay, and that's a buy, obviously. But the 3DS still, even with what the little knowledge we know of what might be coming out, still has much more and better things coming out for it. I'm not saying Pikmin 3 is going to be bad, but Pikmin 3 is a bit of a niche audience.
Yeah.
Meaning 2 or 3 people, 1 of 3 people in this room would actually really want to play it.
1 of 3 people does want to play.
But only 2 or 3 in this room count.
Wow, man, Timmy just being fucking mean.
Left and right. It's all the booze.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now he's becoming an angry drunk now. Is that German beer?
Polish. Or no.
It's the same thing, different flavor of German. I know I can say that. I have
Frankenfurter.
Holland's in Germany, right?
no. Wow. Man, he's drunk and doesn't know geography.
Well, granted, I'm not drunk, and besides that, my geography of Europe, yes, has been bad.
Anyone who's from Europe, I do apologize for Timmy.
I have many friends in Europe. They forgive me.
He wants to make war on France all the time. That's all you hear about fucking...
No, he's Mr. Lay everything.
Yeah, that's because he likes him.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Lay.
He likes the language. He actually had French. He took French.
That's true.
I took French, too.
I took it for 3 years.
I took it and made French toast in class.
Touche.
Anyway. So Nintendo's done.
And obviously, Microsoft
Wii U
is
going to go the way of the Dreamcast. Unfortunately, it will not be.
Nintendo has too much money. Sega didn't have the kind of money that Nintendo has. So it's not going to go away.
It's their primary system. I really doubt it will go away.
I think the 3DS is really their primary system, actually.
The 3DS
if
is their saving grace right now.
If anything...
You know what I think would sell them a lot of money? I think if they... And I know they won't do this because it'll cut into their 3DS sales, but if they came up with an adapter that lets you play 3DS games on the Wii...
Well, that's the thing. I agree. Someone said after the reveal they would like to see Nintendo go completely 3DS development, and then they sell a Apple TV device that lets you stream the game from the 3DS to the box up into TV. It upscales. That would be personally, because that would mean all of Nintendo's developers would have to be on one platform, not split. Because with the kind of money Nintendo has, there's no excuse for them not to open up another studio.
Besides that,
No fucking excuse. Sony has 12.
And you know how that would make sense even more, especially because they basically made the Wii U into a DS, just with a giant screen.
Yeah, it works.
The DS, besides it working, the DS is just so much more comfortable to use.
You know what another problem is? And as much as I like Miyamoto, I think too much has to go through him. He has to make too many fucking decisions. There's too many things that inhibit games coming out because he has to make the final judgment.
Well, that's true. That's always been one of Nintendo's biggest problems.
Yeah. So, I think it's kind of ridiculous. Alright, so on to Microsoft. If you're a Microsoft fanboy, you might as well turn this off now because you're not going to like what anything has to be said.
Well, by you.
Yeah, well, I'm the one who counts here. I got the nice mic. I'm the radio announcer,
And
remember?
you call him the dick?
Yeah. Because I have the power to do that.
Seriously. I mean, at least right now I can blame it on alcohol. He's just a straight up asshole.
Yeah! Did you not hear anything about the Old Republic earlier? Did you not get that? Anyway. Tim and Marco actually go to the Microsoft press conference.
Yeah.
They were there. They got to see the fail in person.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
And you know what's worse is we were there, but yet we kept thinking about the live stream the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like, God, I wonder if
they're showing this on the live stream.
There's no edits.
Like,
no edits.
And like, is this really happening?
Yeah, I don't know, when that first sound thing kind of cut out, what just pictured in my head was, did they cut to one of those screens where it had like the guy from Fallout saying technical issues with either a little song or the little one
a little dancing like
no, just a picture of like the Pip-Boy, you know, with like, say, you know, that fancy like kind of BioShock-ish like 50s cursive.
Technical difficulties
with just like
please stand by.
with just like elevator music, or like that 1K test tone from back when the channels used to cut out. Yeah, exactly.
Nope, they
because it was always a hearing test. It's like that would come out and be like just point ahead of ear.
Absolutely everything was what you saw, I just saw it from different angles.
We saw it from one angle.
They started off strong.
And you know what? I liked that.
Yes.
I hate when they switch cameras.
They did start off strong. They started off with the Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer, which was very what's the word I'm looking for?
Red Dead?
No, well, that's
talking about the trailer.
I'm thinking more. It was it built up for something that didn't happen for the rest of the conference. It was
That's true. It's kind of like
anticlimactic towards everything else.
Exactly.
I kind of think, you know, that should have been the end, really, because that was the high point for me. Well, no, yes and no, because the other high point was when, and it's not even the game; it was just the car.
Yeah.
And I think the part should mention is, if you're not aware, there is a longer version of the trailer that adds about 3 minutes of people being tortured.
Which, as a matter of fact, they said was ready, just Hideo wanted to show that on his own.
Yeah, well
I
personally don't think that they would.
I don't think they would have shown that either.
It is not for the squeamish.
Yeah, it's I mean,
and it's not for me. It wasn't what they show.
I think they would have done it.
It's the song.
It was televised on Spike.
The song
Spike shows a lot of stuff.
Spike shows a lot, but no. They did some just things you would not put on television.
The song fucked with me more than anything. The song on top of that.
I mean, yeah. Well, I get what you mean there, because I mean there's a lot of things that'll do that, but I didn't think the song was that bad.
It wasn't that the song was bad. It was just like it was twisted.
No, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. As far as
that's
what I mean by bad is twisted, and I still think they could have chosen another song that could have made it even worse.
No, I'm sure they could have. They could have done other things. They could have made Ocelot look like more old Ocelot.
That would really.
Oh man, wow. So yeah, that was great, and then it went into a bunch of shit I didn't care about personally.
Well, I gotta say, Rise actually looks like a good game.
Timmy, you're the only person in the world right now really defending that game.
I'm not defending it. I agree.
I'm not saying it's some epic thing I want to play.
When you came back from the conference, you're like, "Oh my god, I want to buy one because of this."
No, No.
No, I said
He had that. He had that.
No.
Not you. Not you. I didn't say you.
No.
He was like hopped up on a high for it.
No.
Well, the whole
No,
fucking
what
game
I
had
had
us like that.
What I had said, what let me be correct on this. What I had said is that they did show things that would not make me say, there's no way in hell I would buy one of these. There were some things there that, I would buy one for.
Buying one for.
I mean, obviously, I want to buy one for it because, I want to keep playing Halo. I mean, that's a given. I've always liked Halo. I always will.
Really? So when did you finish 4?
I started playing through it with him.
Hey, I'm here all the time. That's no excuse.
So how was that ending for 4, Timmy?
Hey, well, besides that, I'm working a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
I mean, mind you, this is like one of those rare nights that, hey, I get to stay up past 10.
Feels like a little kid all over again.
No
What's
shit.
it like?
Dude, I wake up for work at 6. That is like going to school at 7.
Yeah.
And I have to be in bed by 10. What the fuck do you think?
Must feel great.
Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, yeah, I know I'll buy one just because mainly Halo. Yeah, it's always been a Halo box. I mean, hell, I got the Halo 3 Xbox 360. But Rise did look like it'd be a pretty good game. I mean, it looked like it'd be a game like Gears. You want to play through just to see what it was.
I'm shaking my head. I know you.
Yeah, well, no, I know you wouldn't. But I'm just saying, I don't see it. I mean, granted, yeah, I wouldn't buy the console for it being any type of kind of thing that I would want to play mainly. Especially with, like the DRM that they're going to have, the used game crap that's going on. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want it for that. But as far as, games to play on it, yeah, there are a couple I've seen that I would want to try.
There was...
I mean, even Forza 5 looks like something I'd want to try. And in order to try it, I need the system.
Just do like all the little kids do. Go to GameStop and just play the demo for
That's
hours.
what I was thinking.
No, because it's not going to be the right track.
Oh, it's got to be the right track.
Yeah, I want to play Laguna Seca. Okay?
Timmy,
I played it in one, two,
I got something
three,
fixed. I got a fix for you.
Gran Turismo.
I got a fix for you, Timmy. Gran Turismo 6 coming out this year.
Done.
I don't know about that. I have a feeling.
After some of the disappointments in 5, I mean, 5's a great game, but there were a
What
lot
are you
of...
disappointed with in 5?
Mainly, it's the cars.
Well, other than the fact that
What
the whole
cars?
GT4 stuff.
No, it took so long, and yet there are so few premium cars.
That's like 300-400 to me.
Considering, I think almost every car in the game should be like that, like all the rest of the games.
Well, I'm not saying it shouldn't.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. To me, that was a big disappointment.
Well, it's okay, Timmy. That's what 6 is for.
No, but that's what I'm getting at.
6 is where they're fixing a problem.
What I'm getting at is I waited for 5 since day 1 on the PS3 because they announced it. We went through the HD demo, which was great, to the shitty Prologue game that came out.
Prologue was not bad.
Prologue sucked.
Oh, it didn't? It's enough for me to buy it and play it.
I played Prologue, and I still like the HD demo better. I like the cars in the HD demo better. I like the track in the HD demo better. I am sad that the HD demo is no longer in my download list.
Too many bitches about stuff.
Me and Marcus I'm just giving you, I'm giving you my honest opinion. Gran Turismo 6, I have
It is a new engine. Everything is being rendered differently.
It can be that. I am just saying I don't hold. Let's put it this way. From what I've seen in Gran Turismo 6, I'm not holding any kind of hope or really want for it. If anything, Project Cars. That's what or Drive Club.
So Project Cars, you need to have a machine much better than what you got, Timmy.
No, okay, it's not Project Cars. It's Drive Club. Drive Club. Drive Club, to me, looks 100 times better than Gran Turismo 6.
As far as the simulation game goes?
Looks at the selection of cars.
The Drive Club is going to be about... There's not going to be that many cars in Drive Club. They're very specific.
It may have less... Even if it has less cars, if it looks better and it drives better and the track design is better, I would prefer it.
As someone who has spent hundreds of hours on Gran Turismo 5, you're wrong, sir.
Sir,
I am very excited
I
for
have
6.
spent thousands of
No, you
hours
have
in
not.
Gran Turismo.
No, you didn't.
From 1 to 4.
You didn't play 4 that much. You bought it and it just sat there.
No, I played 4 a lot.
Okay, Timmy doesn't like games. Next.
I'm sorry, I'm saying I don't like 6. And
Or
5.
Luigi.
No, or Luigi.
Or fucking, what is it called? Wonder Book. There it is. You heard it here first.
No, I'm sorry.
He
I
hates
said,
literature and Luigi and
I
children
said Wonder Book was a
and
stupid
fluffy
idea.
buddies.
Okay, let's put it this way. I said Wonder Book was a stupid idea that wasn't going to sell, and it didn't.
I'm not saying it did sell or didn't sell. I'm just saying.
No, I
You
was...
hate literature. It's okay. It's okay to hate literature.
I just said that it was a dumb idea. That it was a waste of time and effort, and it was. That was all I said about Wonder
All
Book.
right, you stop being negative to me. All right, next with the next on Xbox One.
This is a thing about opinions. I'm giving my opinion. You don't like it.
You keep repeating yourself.
Yeah, because
You said you don't like Gran Turismo 6,
whatever.
and you're going on about Rise, which didn't look all that great.
I said it looked decent. I said it looked.
It did
I
look.
thought it
I
looked
agree
good.
with him. It
I mean,
looked a lot better.
Visually, yes, it looked
Visually,
decent. Gameplay wise, looked like crap.
Gameplay did look pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I'll agree. The gameplay did look bad because I mean I could already tell like the quick time buttons that the animations would get repetitive. I mean they were repetitive in the
trailer. They were
trailer.
repetitive already, and you could tell that a lot of that was being handled elsewhere. The fact that they were all simultaneously holding up the shields the same way. He knew who was and wasn't going to die. It was heavily scripted.
Well, all the shields up, that's the phalanx. That's historical.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
well, no. That was one of the things I liked about it.
No, I know, but I'm saying
mean,
how when they would go and he would walk on, he knew who was going to die.
well.
It was heavily scripted in that sense.
Yeah, no, I knew that was heavily scripted, but again, like you said, a lot of that was historical.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying.
Yeah, all the buttons.
They have this picture of all the Romans with a giant X over their
Hey,
head.
their whole number system has X's and I's.
That's just a good win.
This is number
And
10.
Vs.
That's how many points you get when you kill.
Man, imagine if you actually got like high ones. You have like these fucking massive things.
My problem with the Forza demo is they didn't show gameplay. They did not play it. Like, hey, by the way, here's the controller. Let's do this.
Well,
No, let's show this car that no one really knows about.
They showed gameplay. He was playing it for like a second, but still.
I don't believe for a second he was actually playing that. It looked too. It was cut. Like, here's the wheel.
I agree with him. I mean, I also saw him doing hand gestures while he was supposedly playing it with, playing the game with one hand. No, I
just had that Windows 7.
The only thing I liked about the Forza reveal was the fucking car.
That's just because Timmy was on a high because we raced.
Hey, I beat 2 McLarens, so fuck you.
I mean,
hey, it's okay. We beat a Mustang today too.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna tell you that.
Jesus.
Turning into a race.
Timmy's racing in a 1986 Toyota Corolla 88.
I wish it was 86.
I mean, for people who know cars, I guess that was a good thing. But let's say the majority of the audience, because it was on TV, no one knew what the fuck car that was. They're like, is that a Ferrari? Nope.
No, anyone that would want to play Forza would know what that was.
Okay, I'm just still saying.
I mean, it's like the people who play Gran Turismo would know what that is.
Yeah, well, Gran Turismo was heavy on the Corvette, the new Stingray, so I was happy with that. In fact, their booths, the things people were sitting in, they were built off the Corvette. So
That would be cool.
Sony wins again.
Have they run that yet?
Yeah, but I'm just saying it was cool to see that car there, especially since it's only one of 2. And I mean, I like cars, so seeing that was like, oh, okay. My whole time wasn't looking at the spec, I was looking at the fucking car.
Nobody was expecting it to come up out of there.
Yeah, well,
that was true. That's why I'm like, I see smoke, I see
like,
that
what
going
the
up.
Fuck is
I
going
was like,
oh my god, there's a car!
I actually expected one of the cars that were outside to be there.
Still,
I didn't expect them to have that.
Still does not beat Sweet Tooth Van.
No, I gotta agree with him. That was
I'd rather have the Sweet Tooth Van.
really.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, fucking Sweet Tooth Band comes on stage when they announced Twisted Metal last.
In 2009. It was 2009 actually.
2009.
Yeah, it was 2009.
That long ago.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yes.
My whole fucking.
You sure it wasn't 2010?
No, it was 2009. I know that for a fact.
I don't think so.
Yep.
Didn't
Twisted Metal come out 2
Twisted
years
Metal got
ago?
I'm pretty sure it was
2011.
It got delayed because there was a beta and then it got delayed. You can look it up after.
I think you're wrong.
2009 was probably Sony's best. Up until now.
I mean,
was
if
Sony's
anything-
best press conference because they also showed Uncharted 2. That's when they did the demo with the building that fell.
Wait, Uncharted 2?
No. It came out with 3.
No, that came out
It came out
after
close.
360.
Yeah.
You can check the dates.
It came out after 3.
I'm tired of watching this castle. Do something else. The fucking. All right.
I'm bringing my card in, bro.
Oh, okay.
Actually, turning off
You got-
anti-aliasing can give me a couple more frames.
Okay. And Marco's running benchmarks. I've heard that benchmark's not well optimized though.
Yeah, I can tell.
Anyway.
I also have the tessellation on Ultra. That's what kills it. If I turned that down, I'd get a better frame rate.
Yeah. What else is there? They showed a cinematic trailer for Halo. Halo Master Chief is a wizard.
Yeah,
no gameplay.
That was underwhelming. I mean, at
A little
least
more
like
than underwhelming.
I liked 3's trailer better with the bubble shield. At least we
Yeah, but
got
at
the
least
bubble
I
shield.
think when they did the 3 reveal, they also showed gameplay.
No,
they did not.
it was
Did
bubble
it?
shield. No, because
It was him walking.
he
and
picks
then-
up the rifle.
I know what
towards him.
I know what
Bunch
the
of
CGI
scarabs.
field. I know what the CGI one. But
Yeah,
remember
no,
right,
there
they
was
did
no
the-
gameplay because all the other trailers were live action.
And then it was what he had.
No,
to
I'm talking about after the fact. Like
No,
here's
we're
a
talking
trailer.
about that one.
No, I'm talking about here's
It
a
was
trailer, and then
it
here's
is-
gameplay.
there was
It
no
ends
gameplay.
with him running into the thing, and he jumps, and then it fades out.
Yeah, there was
The
no
last,
gameplay.
the last one I cared about was 2. So
Yeah, no, there was no.
Marty was on stage and they showed Zanzibar. I remember that very clearly.
Yeah, I remember that one.
No, that was the original Xbox, sir.
He did that for Halo 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then they did it for Grand Theft Auto 4
Oh,
later.
yeah.
Yeah, he did that for Halo 2.
That's right.
yeah.
He got the tattoo.
That's right. I forgot about that. I just remember.
I remember that.
I remember just like how he gets in the
Oh, the ghost?
Ghost. It's like, and here's the turbo. Holy shit! Yeah, that was.
And
pretty
then
good.
they show how the
The
Warthog
dual
blows up.
wielding.
Yeah.
When he did the dual
Yep, I
wielding,
remember
everyone
that.
went ape shit.
And then they got rid of it.
And then they back out of Zanzibar and they show the energy sword in the middle.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you could use the sword!
I can't remember. Halo 3 still.
That was
had
their
dual
Smash
wielding,
Brothers
right?
moment. That was their Smash Brothers moment for them.
Yeah,
It's been a long time since they've had a Smash Brothers moment.
it's true.
Well,
I mean, I thought-
still think that they're,
The Xbox 360 reveal was kind of underwhelming. I remember the Oblivion thing was the thing everyone liked. And that was it.
You know, kind of bringing that up, that was one of the things that I really disliked about the conference was a third redesign for the 360.
Which they've already done a teardown. iFixit did a teardown, and it's practically the same thing as the current one. Cheaper parts.
Well, here's the main thing. Its main selling point is for these real anal people who want everything to match. They said specifically during the conference that it was to more match the Xbox One's design.
And it's also cheaper made.
Well, besides being cheaper made, I'm just saying.
In fact, iFixit's one had loose bolts. The clips weren't in correctly. The Xbox, the X, you know how the X has the chrome, part of the X wasn't there, so they said we'll still enjoy our Y box. Stuff like that.
Wow.
I mean, that's pretty bad, you know. Brand new out of the box, and it was all fucked up. So, if you were going to buy the new redesign, the manufacturing,
Go with the second one.
manufacturing is kind of messed up. Everything else uses the same cooling system, same fan,
I think it looks
same
good
mobile.
as shit.
I think it's still using the same wireless chip. It doesn't have an LED for the power button. They did notice that.
So they don't want anyone calling it the Red Ring of Death anymore.
That's probably maybe.
It's like, so your
They-
Xbox just died.
They skimped out on it.
I just think it was pointless. It's like, why?
Yeah, well,
It's
there's
not
a lot
even
of
gonna
there's a lot of
extend
things
the
they've done. You know. What else? World of Tanks. That was underwhelming.
yeah.
It's like, and then the guy who was on stage is like, man, talk about fake enthusiasm and punctuating every word.
He had an accent, dude.
I know. I just thought it was funny. Hey, I deal with enough people overseas. They think I have an accent, and I tell them you're wrong. I do not. And let's see what else. That Little Big Planet wannabe. If ever, I don't think I've ever seen.
Part of that looked
Like
interesting. I
the
think.
dude bro and his bro dude. That was really awkward. They just should have had people play it and not say anything.
Yeah, well, no,
The tablet part, no, that no one ever is going to use ever.
Yeah,
Except for Bill Gates.
I remember when we were in the car, I told you they were going to push smart glass.
Yep.
I knew they were going to try and do that.
And then
they don't have any kind of Vita or Wii Pad kind of
Well, everyone's
thing.
pushing tablets.
And then Killer Instinct, that's not being made by Rare. Rare's not making Killer Instinct. They did not mention that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about
It's also going to be free to play, but you get one character.
It did show a Rare logo, sir.
I know, but it's not being made by Rare.
I know, I'm just saying.
It's probably because Rare owns the property.
Yeah. And then you have your... I mean, I know it wasn't supposed to be insinuated as, but you have the rape joke, which everyone took it as a rape thing. Which, I watched a video where they removed the video. Like, I watched a video where they removed the video with the text. Yeah, I seen
that. I'm like, why didn't I think of that while I was there?
That was pretty bad. No, I thought of that when she said it. I was like, man, this is...
I was like, what the fuck?
How fucking awkward can this get?
This is really happening.
And now that I think about it, I should have looked at the prompter to see if any of that was scripted.
No, they said that they was all ad lib, the whole thing. Ad lib.
It was all.
Yeah, some of the ad libs were on that thing.
Really?
Some of the fucking ad libs were up on there.
They were parentheses.
I wish I had shot video of that. I bet you.
I snapped a picture of it. I don't know if it was.
I wish I had video of that. It was all scripted.
But like even when they're supposed to say
they
"wow,"
they might have made that comment on the side, but I really doubt it.
Some of it might have been on the fly, but I'm guessing some of it might have been scripted because I was looking at it sometimes when it was there.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, that was literally in parentheses underneath like the main.
Was
line.
it bolded in italics?
No. Like, it was. This all the times New Roman.
No, but they literally did have stuff like that in parentheses. With some of them had like an exclamation point to like accentuate it.
Marco, you need to come closer to the mic.
Yeah. You don't say.
And I have Killer Instinct of the SNES. Not my favorite fighting game. I know there's some people out there hardcore about it. I mean, it's good for them, but
best thing about it was always the soundtrack.
Killer Cuts. But that it looked like someone said, "Hey, Street Fighter 4, let's do that." It had a very similar art direction.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But the fact that it's going to be free to play and you only get one free character and you have to basically piece it together.
A lot of games are kind of doing that these days.
Yeah, but for a fighting game, okay, let's not even say that. For a game that is supposed to be so wanted by a certain group of people, don't you think that someone would want just a boxed product that has everything and done properly?
Well,
I know I would.
I agree with you. I mean, if I wanted it, I would want a boxed one because, like, Guilty Gear coming out, I'm hoping they don't pull that bullshit.
They're not.
No, I'm sure they wouldn't. But they do kind of do that with like the alternate costumes or colorways.
Well, I mean that's bullshit on its side. But I'm saying the fact that you only get one character.
I get what you mean, but then again, like as far as the one character goes. Most people stick with one or two characters, and I could see how that makes it a little cheaper for them.
I think anyone who's serious about serious fighting games.
Serious fighting games are gonna want that. But like, say someone like me, who fights you against Street Fighter, if I'm gonna get the game, I only need one or two characters because I don't touch any of the other ones.
I don't.
That's because you're a little bitch.
I don't need to spend any more money. Let me get my ass handed to me with all these characters. I have so much.
That's because you have to practice.
Let me get a blister just pressing start.
Hey, look.
Wow. I gave him the other arcade stick. He has no excuse now.
It's there.
And it has proper parts. I mean, it doesn't have the huge housing, but it's technically the same parts.
Which one did you give him?
I gave him the Hori 3. The black one. I told you I had it.
I would have given my Soul Calibur one.
It's the same stick.
Yeah, but I like yours better.
Trade him then.
Wait, that one has a metal top?
It's the small one, the one that looked like a cassette. That's what it reminds me of.
Okay, that's not the one I'm thinking.
No.
Never mind.
Not that. It's not anything like that.
I thought that one had like the brushed aluminum top, like your PS2 one.
That one's mirror, but no.
Oh.
And I gotta change the buttons on that one too.
Oh my god.
You got me on a roll. No, I never liked it. It's a mirror top and it's got neon green buttons.
I think I've seen that one.
I like that one. I wouldn't touch it.
I don't put clear buttons. It's mirror, clear. Mirror, clear.
I like it the way it
mirror,
is.
clear.
I think you're gonna ruin
mirror,
that
clear. Yeah, we'll get into it, but I'm in a fighting stick fucking thing. And Marco needs to practice I gave him a stick.
I see rape jokes coming from this.
What?
It's like, I need to rape you, but I'm gonna do it prettier.
It's like I gave him a stick.
Well, he would enjoy it though.
Well, he is sitting
I need
closer.
to kick your ass, but I need to make it look way more flamboyant.
Well, I'm not telling you to put paint buttons.
No,
on
no,
it.
he just needs to kick your ass even worse because you won't be able to do shit on that.
Kick your ass in multicolor LED.
Hey,
He wants to kick your ass in a rave.
I'm making a Dreamcast arcade stick. I actually picked up a Soul Calibur 5
You know what I just thought?
tournament stick from Mad Catz for $70.
We can either call it the Daryl stick or we can call it the Michael Jackson stick.
Do I get to wear gloves?
Daryl stick.
Can. Just because you know that video where everywhere he steps it's light.
Yes.
Wow. I think that's Billie Jean.
Yeah.
At least I knew it was a video.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he's on the sidewalk, I know which one you're talking about.
Yes, that's the video.
Well, I knew it was either that one or I was going to say Thriller, but I was sure it wasn't
No,
Thriller.
not Thriller.
So Sony.
No, hold on. There's a couple. We haven't
He
finished with
still wants
Microsoft.
to bitch on Microsoft.
Yeah. Hey, I am enjoying this moment as a Sony stalwart.
I can't bitch about three things, but no, he can completely.
I'm not really
bitch about
complaining. I
Xbox.
haven't complained about that. I said I didn't like Rise. I said Forza, they should have more
We got this on
gameplay.
tape.
I said Killer Instinct looks like it's actually pretty crap because it's not a full box game. That is just a fact.
So he's bitched about everything so far.
I did say that there's some bro dudes that did that Little Big Planet wannabe
He's
game.
bitching about people now.
You made me lose my train of thought. Master Chief is a wizard. How is that complaining?
Because it's not Halo 2?
It's true. It isn't Halo 2.
Well, there you go. You just
It
bitched
should-
about Halo.
Game should have ended with Halo 2.
Bitching about Halo.
Surprised there's no Gears of War, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll admit that.
Because Cliff is taking a break.
It's
What
Epic Games is now owned by like a Chinese company. They
Well,
don't give a shit
that
about
was
Cliff.
one of the things, because Epic's doing something big for Sony now.
Maybe.
Weren't they?
Well,
No,
they're
one of
bringing
the games they
engine.
announced wasn't it an Epic game that was for Sony?
Not that
They're
I'm
doing,
aware of.
they're doing Unreal stuff right now.
It's all multi-platform, especially for the Unreal Engine 4. I mean, I can't think of anything else that really came out of that games-wise. Oh, well, Titanfall, but then, the thing that me and Mark were going to say, PC, we were just going to buy on the PC. And it looked decent. Obviously, there's some Call of Duty tropes there, but it has mechs, so it's not Call of Duty. I also said that they're going to abuse the eject system. People are just going to fucking get in the mech and fucking eject.
Yeah. I Titanfall, it looks good.
Destiny looks better.
Destiny
looks better.
But I just I don't know. I saw it. I mean, yeah, it's mechs, but I don't know. To me, it didn't wow me or anything.
Battlefield 4. We haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Xbox.
No, but we got to talk about the Xbox One. And obviously that was not the Xbox One running that. That's bullshit.
We really can't.
No,
say
people.
He was using the controller when they were playing.
There were big threat. Micro USB, Timmy.
Oh, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
We can't say for a
there's
fact.
slight possibility.
We know for a fact that some of them were played on dev kits, especially the ones running the PC. We know that, but we can't say.
If I did a press conference, I would take a disc, even though if it said beta, put it in the system and show before every demo. Click, load.
So you're doing a Wii U videos.
Yes.
What's to say you mock it up so you can do that to the system?
But you're at least trying. Like this is running on Xbox One hardware. Look at the CD, and then they take like an old school CD case. Battlefield 4. Here's the
jewel case.
If you're gonna do that, you gotta make the cable going from the system to the actual screen highlighted by a light or something, and go, okay, this is definitely what it is.
I'm fine with that. That would be beautiful.
Okay, well, Bobby.
And then during halfway through the demo, someone pulls HDMI cable out. Oops! That's showing it's running. Plug it back in.
And basically what happened, someone disconnected it slightly and they lost audio and video.
See now, Bobby can join my hardware development team.
It all comes full circle. And you can both hate the year of Luigi together.
I like Luigi.
No, if you want to join this team, you gotta hate it.
Okay, fuck Luigi.
Like I said,
Goddamn fake plumber.
Luigi is just a side character and should learn his goddamn place.
Yeah, he is that's why he has a vacuum.
You can't even give him a good weapon. No, he's got to have a vacuum.
Hey, I want that flashlight he has. It's a black light.
He's not afraid of ghosts.
He is afraid of ghosts. Why do you think he keeps screaming?
That's...
Mario's missing. Done.
You know, if Nintendo wants to make up to a lot of people for Smash Brothers, they need to put Luigi in.
You know what it is? Mario just wants more money. This is that hiatus point.
Man.
While they're working on his contract.
He needs to take a vacation.
Dead Rising 3 looked okay.
That one looked good. I liked that one. That was one of the things I wanted.
From the video stream, though, and like I said, it might be just a video stream. It looked like crap.
Yeah. It looked really good.
It looked really good. I liked a lot of the things that they're doing. I liked that the streets were more filled, and they.
That's fine, but you know the thing that me and Mike had finally came by that point. I think we both agreed it looks too. They're making it look too realistic. They're losing the silliness.
In a sense, I kind of liked that. The only thing, and I know you're going to bring this up, is at the end of the video that kind of killed it for me was when he calls an airstrike.
Oh, I agreed also. That was like, someone mentioned he's just supposed to be this average Joe, just called him an airstrike.
Yeah. No, because, I mean, I really liked the more realism they put into it.
I don't. He needs a Mega Buster. He needs to fire foam balls at them.
What's to say it's not going to be there?
Yeah,
but
you don't know it's not going to be
there. I
need
neon lights.
I mean...
My final thought. No Frank West, no buy.
You didn't like you said you didn't like Case West.
I didn't want to spend more money on it.
And second of all, Dead Rising.
So then you're not a true fan.
I'm not a true fan. I admit that.
Okay, so then
I never said I was.
You didn't like where Dead Rising 2 went.
Where's the serve bot?
Where's
serve bot?
Off the record.
I didn't want to spend it because it was like $30.
No, but you didn't like the way they changed his character.
Actually, visually, he looked kind of weird. That's why,
they made him older, fat.
But I like the way they had him in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, and they had used the original West.
Yep.
But, well, I mean, either way,
it's too serious.
Again, that's one of the games on the one I would want to play, and that'd be the reason why I would need.
I would want to play on PC. Up the population count by like a factor of 10.
If they had it on the PC, sure.
It's so fucking dense, you just can't. It's like no part of the sidewalk.
Yeah. Honestly, if they had it on the PC, I would buy it on the PC instead. But as far as it goes now, it's supposed to be exclusive to the one.
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, we'll see about that.
That's why, because I mean, none of the other ones came out on the PC.
They said the same thing about Rayman Legends. We'll see. Especially the way the Sony one. There's a lot of things that were exclusive that may not be anymore. I would say.
Matter of fact, there was I think one more game, and I think it was one of the indie games on the one that looked interesting that I wanted to play. I think I told you which one it was, but I could be thinking one of the Sony ones.
Do you remember what it? We talked about this, and you couldn't remember what it was.
I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah,
I showed like two, if I remember right.
Yeah, and one of them was one that I thought looked really interesting, and I can't remember what it was now, because it was a real small part that they showed. But I mean, that's why there are stuff on it that I would want to buy one, just to have, again for like the exclusive stuff. Like
one out of three people here wants to buy an Xbox One.
Yeah, well.
Pretty good odds.
Well, hey, I also like how we're, a game site, but we're not going to have one.
Well, you're going to have one.
We're not going to have one. I don't want to buy one.
Timmy, you said
I'm not going to buy it at launch. Believe me, it'll be a year.
You're going to buy one. We'll just use yours.
I will probably buy mine when Halo 5 comes out. That will probably be when I buy one.
It's okay, Timmy. You know why? They're going to bundle it so that you can only really make sense of the story if you watch the Steven Spielberg produced show.
Oh, God. That's very likely. That is very likely.
Where does Indiana Jones fall in?
In order to properly enjoy this video game, you have to go watch his 37-episode miniseries.
Wait. You know what the Crystal Skull was? It's Cortana.
So she bitches a lot? I don't remember any bitching at the end of the movie.
You just hear this loud scream and it kills everyone.
And as far as the skull is concerned, it wasn't like humanly shaped in a way that a program AI is not supposed to. Don't get me started on Halo 4, Timmy. It'd be an hour of why Halo 4 is terrible.
Technically, she is supposed to be.
No, there was Cortana before, and then there's Cortana, like fucking fan fiction Cortana. That's what she is. That's her label. If there was a Smash Brothers title, it would be fan fiction Cortana.
Well, I mean, you don't care about the story of the lore, because
No.
if you did, you'd understand a little bit more why it looks that way.
I know it looks like the Doctor, but
That's because it is the Doctor.
I know that, but still, it's fucking creepy. I felt like a pedophile the first time I saw. I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
You felt like a pedophile with
Yes.
a woman that's supposed to be over. Her
She's only like 3 years old, or 8 years old. Remember, she's an AI, or some real short number. You can't get out of that one.
He's fine with watching Eva.
That's a different story, though.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
It's
not.
from Japan, so I let them have the guilt.
Where do you think most of the ideas for these came from?
Japan.
Full
Okay,
circle.
you know what? Let's keep going. And you're in a weird breakup there.
because
Probably not supposed to be there.
Tesselation as high as it goes.
Oh.
It's actually not that set.
What do we do? What do we
Check
do
this
if
out.
his card just melts?
Wow, that's pretty. Wow. Anyway, so I think there's really else. I mean, we said Titanfall.
Yeah, no, that was pretty much
Yeah.
it on Microsoft.
No tessellation? Tessellation of full. No tessellation? Yeah. Tessellation kills the card.
All right. Well,
Continue, sorry.
anyway, well, let's go to EA.
EA first, okay.
EA's press conference was very bland, although they had a few good announcements. Obviously, Star Wars Battlefront 3 is in the works, which could have guessed.
I
And
think they're just calling it Battlefront.
well, for now,
I'd be fine.
and they probably will have that title. You know, it'll probably because
They've been doing that a lot.
Mirror's Edge 2 for people who like that game. I personally didn't like it, but I like to see that's in development. There was way too much sports bullshit that no one gave a shit about.
Yeah, but then again, look at it's EA. I mean, that's
I know,
always been
I know.
their biggest. That's their biggest.
But
income.
not the game stuff. It's more showing these dudes that are really like, man, this is uncomfortable being on the stage. You know, the UFC thing that was like really bad.
I don't
And the
agree.
poet. It's like, who the fuck is this guy?
yeah.
What the hell's going? Get out of here!
yeah,
What
you know
the hell are you
though,
doing?
I will admit, I will say this though. I mean, I kind of expected more sports stuff out of them. I was actually surprised about how little there was. Granted, it was more than I wanted to see, but
New Needs for Speed looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say very much so. That Battlefield 4 demo pretty much sold me on playing the multiplayer. I
Yep.
probably still don't give a shit about the single player though.
Want
Something tells me.
that now.
Building falling, yeah.
building falling, Battlefield 3.
Yeah, but you didn't get to be on the building before it fell.
Yeah.
You watched it from a distance. It's like, oh, watch out!
No, it was just gonna fall on top of you.
No, see,
Go, parachute the fuck out, fucking parachute the fuck out!
Yeah,
and then you watched the whole thing. That was pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, no, that building coming down did.
And like all those fucking noobs with the controllers. Oh, sorry, Timmy. Casuals.
He wasn't talking about you. Just all the casuals.
Every station had a keyboard and mouse, and like half of them were holding Xbox One controllers. Fucking casuals.
Okay, Master Race.
Join us, Timmy.
Look, Timmy, I can do both. I can
No,
do a controller and keyboard.
You're like on that edge about to teeter over.
Join us, Timmy. It's not that bad.
You know what the funny thing is?
If they made
You-
Uncharted 4 for the PC, I would.
Here's the funny thing. You're the one with the massive Titan thing sitting on the floor over
Thank
there.
you.
Yet he's got like I'm just getting into this, and he's Mr. Master Race already.
There are good reasons for him that are different than mine, for reasons why he likes this better.
Yeah.
It's usually a monetary reason.
Well, that aside, still.
I just call it compensation.
Wow. Well, it is smaller.
Shut up.
So, Marco, since it's red, does that mean you have a rash?
Well,
Oh, wow.
I should get it checked out. It's also green too, though,
Wow.
and blue.
Well, that we expect.
Marco's got a little itty bitty tap. Or actually, no, it's fucking as wide as a truck. Seriously, for a short tower, this thing's fucking wide. It's big enough to put a 120 millimeter fan on the front of it. And mine is so heavy, it's got wheels. I need a fucking tow truck.
Throws out your fucking bag trying to lift it.
I got 4 fucking 120s on it. 2 on the top for vent. It's like a giant wind turbine.
Looks like an armored car. I just keep expecting Brinks guys to walk out of it.
I like this. Continue. It does. When I put the card in, it's like, so much fucking heavier.
It also reminds me of those computers I used to shoot at Perfect Dark. You know, those ones that just sit on the floor or something. I just want to walk up to it and
Timmy's case, which Marco gave to him, is like made of tin snips. We know this because it's warped.
Made out of Pepsi cans.
Although when he put his in, he didn't have that much trouble.
Yeah, admittedly, I thought I was going to have a bitch of a time, especially after yours.
Yeah.
It was really more made for the card that's for the board that's in there now.
Micro ATX.
God, I'm gonna hate putting in a bigger board.
That's why you need to get fans on that thing when that does happen.
I'm considering just buying another case.
50. And then Timmy can put green fans in it so you can be
For some
different.
reason, I don't like his case.
Why?
I don't know.
It is fucking. That thing is sturdy.
Oh, well, I'm not.
It's got enough space for him to put the Evo 212.
Not Hyper 212.
I know,
Hyper
but I'm
212.
saying it's like
Well, it's still Evo.
I've seen a lot of other cases that are the same size that I like better.
For what he paid, that was a steal.
Well, I'm not saying for what
They're
he
not
paid.
as good build. They're gonna be like that build quality, Timmy.
No, I've seen them where they got a decent build quality.
I'm just saying for $50. I was skeptical at
No,
first, and we
for
put it together.
$50,
I was like,
I'm
"Holy
saying
shit!
it's bad.
This is like this. I could kick it and then hurt myself." That one would kick you though.
Kick you, throw your back out, fucking
Break its
roll
skull.
over you with its wheel.
That's a new Smash character right there.
I just thought of it. His is a fucking Jawa sandcrawler.
Oh wow! Hey, I like where this is going.
Son of a bitch!
Just paint it that rusty brown.
No
Get
paint
little-
projects.
Get
It's
little
okay.
Jawa figures, just stick them to it. I would buy a little Jawa for it.
I'm fine with that. No paint though.
But it'll be like brown. It'll look like it's goes to Arby.
I just thought of it. Need you to Photoshop just like that fucking Super Star Wars, the Jawa level, just for the glass plate right there.
Oh, that'd be fucking awesome. You don't need to look at the inside of the case.
Just make a big
We
print.
should no.
Just
what
a
would be
vinyl.
cooler? The internals of one of those.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you mean.
That's what I'm saying. The inner level of it.
It's an excellent case. I'm happy I paid for what I paid for.
There's enough space for it, too. Just a whole map.
My favorite part is it's got fucking giant fans at the top, and it just exhausts air. Just the idea of that. It's like it reminds me of
Input soda here.
Timmy. If you want to fucking die,
Hey, you're the one who talked about how your car.
I like it there. If you want to die, Timmy. Let's move on to Ubisoft.
Well, you're talking about your induction fans.
Timmy,
All right. See, I can't make a joke about that.
I'm gonna go see how yours fares.
Hey, mine is in a proper spot where soda's not gonna fall.
No,
on it.
yours is just in a proper spot with no airflow.
It's got plenty of airflow.
It says one fried video card later.
Hasn't happened since.
Only because that one's got holes in it.
That card was in there on the other one.
Anyway, Ubisoft. They brought back the lady. I don't know her name.
Aisha Tyler.
I kind of figured you would know that to me.
I like
She's on Archer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Archer is awesome.
I've only seen GIF files.
You should. Well, you don't have the sense of humor for it.
And she wasn't as bad this year as last year, but
Really, I thought she was worse.
no,
No, I thought she was worse.
she was a lot worse last year.
I thought she was at least a little funnier last year. I did not like her this time at all.
Well, I didn't like her last time either.
No.
I would have preferred Mr. Caffeine though, even though he was awkward.
I disagree with that. I wouldn't.
Well, regardless, they showed some decent games. Could have really done without the Raving Rabbits segment. That was kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Just Dance, don't give a fuck. No one does.
I didn't even know they showed Just Dance. I was watching it.
Rocksmith, that was a good way to open it. I thought that was kind of classy. And I'm actually interested in it. If it does as well, if it tracks the music, the instrument as well as they say it does, the way it's supposed to happen there, I will buy it.
I'm just going by the previous version. The tracking on that one was horrible.
I'm saying if it
I know, but I'm just saying on the previous Rocksmith, unless they're using a way better attachment, the tracking on it was horrible. You had to make sure that guitar was perfectly in tune at all times.
Well, I'm probably gonna get it, and then there'll be a video, and I'll be able to. I know I genuinely
And
do see
following
if
the
it can
video
follow.
will be a Willet smash of the unit itself.
Let's see if we can deal with any metal.
Well, it was Alice in Chains.
I said metal, not a grunge.
I don't even know if that is a grunge, but okay.
And what he was playing was not even well. Obviously he played one part, but
Well, I mean, like I said, there I don't hold much hope because I don't know, I just don't see them putting high enough end software or even hardware into.
I'm surprised it's coming out again. I thought the sales on the first one were horrible.
They were, and yeah, I am surprised they did anything with it, but it's probably because, okay, Rock Band's dead, Guitar Hero's dead.
he's right. That market is empty at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, look, what was it, a couple months ago, they finally killed the Rock Band market, like, that was it.
No more songs, yeah. And then they're also losing licenses, so, like Metallica, for example, you can't buy any Metallica songs. You can't buy them. You can download them if you had them previously, but you can't buy them.
the digital content,
Yeah.
but, yeah. Yeah, no, that's why it's kind of like, that whole market's dead, so let's give it one last ditch effort to milk a little bit more off of this.
Harmonix is busy making another casual game for Fantasia for Disney, for the Kinect.
Yeah.
Although everyone's raving about it.
Yeah, a lot of people were interested in it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people see Disney, it's like, oh.
No, like a lot of
No,
hardcore
even like the
like-
like game reviewers
all
have been
the-
kind of
like
been
the
thrilled
Giant
with
Bomb
it.
thing. They were all like, man, this is the great. It was like top 3 with Destiny and Titanfall in that same list. That's how crazy good it is.
Apparently, we haven't. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I seen a small bit of it, and I honestly don't get what it's really supposed to be.
Don't really care about Assassin's Creed 4, to be honest with you, because I didn't want to play 3. I couldn't finish Revelations. I was bored.
I thought you did.
No, I started and I couldn't get.
Him who finished it.
No, he's never finished any of them.
Someone I thought.
I finished 1 and 2.
I played a chunk of 2.
1, 2, and Brotherhood. I finished Brotherhood as well.
Brotherhood. That's it.
With the giant apple. Fuck you apple.
I forgot about Brotherhood.
I couldn't get into Revelations. I really couldn't. I think Istanbul was kind of boring for me, which is where like the major city that it takes place in. And I don't like Ezio as an old man either. Something about that bothered me. I liked him as a young.
No, eventually, the way the story goes. I mean, eventually he's gonna get old.
Yeah, well, I know that. Well, everybody gets old, Timmy. Everybody. Look, have you seen Mark Hamill lately? Holy shit, man, that's bad.
Actually, I haven't.
Oh, well, you don't want to. You want to pretend.
Let's put it this way: I am still surprised Harrison Ford looks as good as he does.
Mark Hamill is going to have some major CGI done to him if he's in Star Wars,
and-
or he's going to be Emperor Palpatine without needing CGI.
Fuck.
He looks pretty bad.
Although I doubt that would happen because I've read some of the after story books. If they're going by the lore, I don't know.
He's not aging well. I think he would probably make a good Palpatine. He's a pretty good voice actor.
Palpatine with the Joker's voice.
That would be interesting. Anyway.
I just know the screenshots I've seen of Ender's Game, Harrison Ford is caught up with him, but he still looks pretty good.
Well, he's also like in his 70s, isn't he?
Yeah, 60s.
No. I think he's older than that. 70s, I believe. He was also older than all of them by 10 years. And Mark Hamill's in his 60s.
Isn't he in his 50s?
He's in his 50s.
He's no.
Well,
Marco, stop with the goddamn fucking castle thing. You can look it up. Do something useful. God damn it.
You know, as I say, just do what my old computers teachers used to do. Just walk up and push the power button. Forgot to save, Marco.
Wow.
Seriously, that's an asshole teachers that did that. And it was to teach us a lesson.
70.
1942.
70.
Yep, right on the dot. Wow.
Mark Hamill's probably like 62, 63.
Well, still, like I said, I mean, he looks good for his age, but it's catching up.
Yeah, well, I know. What else? They showed a racing game, which I like the idea of the bolting on the crazy off-road stuff, but the gameplay looked kind of boring.
Well, to me, it looked like kind of just Need for Speed, just mixed with like a off-road kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I just I don't know.
It didn't look boring to me. I mean,
that gameplay thing, it looked boring.
I don't know. To me, it looked like arcadey, and I like that in a racing game.
And from what I heard, from people, it's definitely what they showed is not. They probably shouldn't have people playing it because it's really bad. Like it's unwieldy. What else did they show? Rayman Legends again, which is already going to be coming out. So there's really, I thought that was kind of unnecessary.
More Watch Dogs.
No, Watch Dogs wasn't until the CGI trailer was good, but that really should have been, PS4. That Tom Clancy game at the end.
That one.
That looks very interesting.
Was the best thing they showed.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty much everyone agrees with that.
Yeah. I want
The
that.
Division.
I want that more than anything that I saw
For
at
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft, yeah.
More than Watch Dogs?
No, because keep in mind, they only showed the CG trailer. Watch Dogs actually showed at PS4.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying out of all of the Ubisoft lineup.
It's pretty on par with it. I'd say I'd call them equal. I'd take one or the other.
I would probably want Watch Dogs more just because I like more of, I would say, cyberpunk style story.
I agree, but at the exact same time, I would want the other one because it's multiplayer and I would want to play it. It's heavy multiplayer.
Remember, he always favors multiplayer, no matter what.
No, I know that, but like me, I'm still one of the ones, I can go with multiplayer, but I like a single player game too, so.
So do I. But I'm just saying, if I had the choice between the two, I could take either one of the two.
I would probably go with Watch Dogs just because to me, as far as any game goes, as far as a game with a story matters more to me than the actual, I can play with a friend or whatever.
As the only person who finished Bioshock Infinite.
Bioshock Infinite didn't have multiplayer, so...
I know, I'm just saying, the story-wise, you like the story. I didn't like the story, but I mean...
No, that's why, I mean...
If it was co-op, I probably would have played it
Like
more.
I said, I mean, to me, in Bioshock Infinite, to me, the story was decent. Like I said, it had the best ending. But to me, I still prefer Part 1.
2. This is well documented.
Yeah, well, no, it's well documented, but like I said, to me, Part 1 had a better story.
Infinite is worse than 1.
Especially, I mean, Sophia Lamb was, a decent villain, but Ryan, even though he wasn't the villain in the end, I still think he was a better villain, because he was a villain through, hell, you can almost put him in 3.
Whatever.
I don't know.
So Ubisoft was underwhelming. In fact, I think if we really be honest, I think I was feeling really underwhelmed the entire time up until the end of Ubisoft. It was like, It's like, man, this E3 is kind of sucking.
Although Ubisoft was still better than EA.
Yep. Yes, that's definitely true. We're like, nothing really there, nothing really care about. For me, Microsoft don't matter, and even with the stuff that they did show, I was like, and then we get to Sony.
Oh.
And holy fuck.
Holy fuck. Was that a roller coaster?
That just... The only part of Sony, the only major critique I can give for Sony is when they got to the media shit, they should have cut all of that out. The media partners thing. With Netflix and that old man.
No. I think it was enough time. I think it was they have to talk about it.
Yeah, because
they should have had somebody else then.
Maybe
that old man was very disingenuous the entire time. He's like, "Why am I? Let's talk from the teleprompter."
Yeah, well, here's a TV exec.
And here's the Netflix, and we are doing.
I mean,
what's
guy,
that word?
That guy,
it was
that,
like that kind of
that guy,
deadpan. That
guy probably the entire time was like, "Oh God, I'm around all these nerds."
So, how do we feel about the PS4 being a trapezoid?
I like it.
It's a rhombus.
It's not trapezoid.
Was it?
No, it's a rhombus.
It's a
No.
rhombus.
Trapezoid is flat, 2 angles in the bottom.
Well, it depends on what angle you put it in. To me, then it could be a trapezoid.
No. It literally has to have the sides like this.
Oh, okay, so it's a rhombus.
Yeah.
So how we feel about the rhombus box?
I'm fine with it.
I like it because
you guys kept saying that it would be curvy. I knew it.
I knew it wasn't going to be a square. I told you that.
I never said it wasn't going to be a square. I said it would be sharp edges.
Well, no, remember, I said I agreed it would have sharp edges, but I thought it would have somewhat of some kind of curves.
I didn't think so.
Talk about sharps. They got sharp edges and a fucking jet vent. It's like, yeah, this thing's fast.
It looks like a whole bunch of fucking reference. It looks like a whole bunch of reference graphics cards.
It's going so fast that it can't hold a box shape.
I kind of like that thought. It's a wedge. It's a multi-purpose. You need a fucking prop your car. You don't want your car to back up. Just wedge your PS4 in there.
No, I think my favorite. So just good guy Sony shapes PS4 like a eraser to erase your memory of the Xbox One.
Yes.
TB hasn't heard that one yet.
No, I haven't.
And there's too much to cover, and we're not going to go over every piece, but
man,
I especially like the in between lines, how they're gonna glow.
Oh yeah,
I
wanted that.
That's a very PS2-esque.
I wanted that. I said
like
I hope it glows.
Now I'm just hoping they make a stand that glows.
I kind of wish it had more USBs in the front, but I'm sure there'll be an accessory. Like you've seen those once as mock-ups.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Hell, you might even be able to just use regular 4-port thing.
Someone made a mock-up where the 4-port plugs in and it fits perfectly in that slot, like that wedge.
Well, one of the things I used to like is one of the, I believe it was even a Mad Catz one. It was a stand for the PS3 that you plugged it in to one of the USB ports, and it was part of the stand.
Well, that might still be possible.
Yeah, but
it uses the double barrel. You still have to
the power cord.
Well, the thing we don't know is if it comes with a brick or the power supply's built in. That's kind of hard to determine.
I bet you it's... Oh, shit.
It could,
hard.
But you know what? One of the things about Sony is, especially with those brick things, because they've done it on a couple, the bricks have always been small, not that massive, I can build a house with the...
Yeah, I think they made a jab at that at one point.
Yeah, because...
at the 360 ones?
The slim ones are real small.
And all the new ones are... this isn't that much bigger than what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Hell, that might be as big as just the curve.
It's a little shorter.
It has a big old fucking power supply in here. It takes up a good fucking chunk of the system.
Yeah. I got a feeling that thing's awfully simple inside.
I think that would probably be
in
best.
all reality. I have a feeling it's really simple inside. Compared to the well, not so much that one.
The 60 gig.
The 60 gig.
Just gotta go through like
fucking
3
tank.
layers of anything.
You have to do that here too. It's a lot thinner here. I've become a pro at this.
Yeah.
Taking these fucking things apart so much.
I like how they brought the indies on and they had them playing their indie games. Octodad, holy shit, I want that day one. That's the most interesting indie game I saw, because a lot of them are like, oh, I've played stuff like this before. That Octodad, that's my kind of shit right there.
I don't know, it just reminded me of like an old Simpsons game.
It's like a Katamari Damacy without the.
Instead of picking it up, just knocking shit down.
I like this one.
Fucking put my tentacle on someone's face.
Oh, it's stuck.
Just like
It's just like how can I just knock over as much as possible?
Infamous Second Son. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. I was actually hoping for a little more.
It was interesting how they did the whole social media element. They basically said, "Hey, we have so much shit to go through. If you want to see everything," they showed all the trailers to everyone in the room before.
Yep, we got to see some of it before the live stream because they were showing people playing it.
Yeah, it was a weird move, but I liked it because everything that they announced, I felt they had to announce.
Yeah.
No Vita price drop. That made me kind of sad. But
no Vita pack-in either. That kind of.
Well, again, that would have still been, a price drop.
And
on some level.
actually, I was kind of surprised that they kind of didn't push on the Vita a little bit.
Well,
they didn't during the conference, but
there's a lot of games.
If you on the E3 show floor, there was a shit ton of games.
There's like 35 games I think I read that are coming.
I know, but still, I mean, to keep it out of the conference like that. I mean, I know the PS4 is their main focus, but
in all honesty, and I know they want people not to stop thinking about the PS3, but they probably should have cut that out. I think they should have said maybe done like a one trailer. Like, here's a montage trailer of games coming for PS3. Done with it, and then went straight.
The 360 the Xbox did the same thing.
Yeah.
They opened with it, and I thought it was a smart thing to do. Open with it. That way you don't have to talk about it. You don't have to deal with it.
And at least just give the people that, either can't buy
that can't buy it, that, don't have the means to buy it.
Or they planned on keeping theirs.
Hey, people are just barely buying the PS3s.
Yeah, but they should have trailer, and then Yoshida comes out and says, "Okay, if you want to see more, social, go to our YouTube channel."
That
I agree,
good.
but still, they had the way they did it. I thought was fine.
I just think
I'm not saying it was bad.
I honestly think that it was a mistake not to price drop the Vita.
Oh, absolutely.
And
the way they were talking, I was expecting it. I was like, "Oh, come on, price drop."
I especially since they didn't do a price drop, but in a way it's yes, and in a way it's no. I just kind of think that they're slowly, but just kind of giving up on it. Like the PSP.
Not the way the games are, and I think they're really hoping for indie to push that thing further than anything else.
I just don't think it'll happen.
They're hoping maybe to some extent they get like that Angry Birds, like an Angry Birds thing, and then that's the thing that drives it.
I know, but I don't see it happening.
Maybe not. I saw some video of Killzone, the new one for it, and that looked pretty damn good.
A lot of PSP games have looked pretty damn good, and still,
Shut up! I have one. I need a hope.
He was doing this all fucking day. I hope this one. No, Marco, I'm gonna fucking crush your dreams at home.
Yo, I didn't want you
to. No,
I didn't want to hear him bitching about it on the way back.
I just let me dream a little.
I know you're gonna bitch about it, but hey, if I'm gonna let you dream and then have to hear you bitch, I'm gonna stamp your dream because I'm gonna bitch about it beforehand.
It's like, oh man, it'd be really cool if they did this one thing. No, they won't do it because
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what then. I won't bitch about it. I won't try and kill your dream if you don't bitch about it to me after.
That's pretty good. I think that's fair.
Yeah, but I know it's not going to happen.
Jimmy, I don't know. You have to understand. People say there's no games for the Vita. That's absolutely wrong.
No, I'm sorry, but it's true.
No, there are a lot of games for it.
There are a lot of games.
Okay, it's powered up. It's got a charge. Go look at all the games on it.
Okay, well, here's the thing. There are games. There are just no games anyone really wants to play.
That's not exactly true. Vita's still selling well in Japan.
The PSP was still selling well in Japan. I'm talking about here.
Yeah, well, it's just going to take a little more push.
And I'm telling you, it's going to be a PSP.
It's going to sell better than Xbox One.
That's a
holiday.
That is an unfair. That is an unfair statement, sir.
Well, regardless, that written-looking game, 1886, I think, Overture. It's CG trailer. Obviously, that looked okay. I mean, I need to see gameplay. Obviously.
I just want to know why they have a cell phone in 1886.
Their guns look futuristic. It's probably time travel, or it's like alternate England.
It's an alternate. I know that. I'm just saying is like, you know, the time
It's
period
a Steam
they're basing.
phone. Leave it alone.
I know that people. I know there's people out there who care about Assassin's Creed 4. I could have done without the gameplay demo personally.
That broke.
I
Didn't break as bad as Battlefield though. There were no boos. And no Xbox or PlayStation sucks. It was more.
I kept thinking, man, if I were Microsoft, I'd really be considering whether I want to let people in from industry next year.
It wasn't industry was saying that shit.
It was people from retail, dude. It was
Retail, yeah, retail.
well, retail.
They don't
the
consider
regular
retail
people.
industry.
Regular people.
You're talking about just media then.
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
That's never gonna happen. As much as they say it.
they have to let their shills in.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, besides that,
Who did not cheer for the, which is the funny part.
They probably told him no more cheering. The cheering was so fake, people understood this time. Don't cheer. So people are thinking, "Wow, we need to wow them more."
well, I kind of think I kind of think Microsoft, you know, had bad press, before this. So I think,
Oh, it only gets worse.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that.
No.
Yeah.
Tell them about if you get banned off Xbox Live.
If your account gets banned off Xbox Live, any games that you own or are tied to your account are forfeit, and you will no longer have the ability to play them.
Wow, I did not know that.
That came out like yesterday or today?
Yeah, yesterday.
yesterday.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh wow, man. Well, I would say there's gonna be no Xbox 2.
I don't know. I like the idea that for all the little, people that are like, oh, I'm a hacker. That's right, get banned, asshole. Now you can't play your games.
Wow, people in Russia are really gonna hate that.
Well, assuming Russia's one of the countries that's getting it at launch.
That's just about
Only
PlayStation 4.
21 countries are getting it.
Well, we can't say too much. We don't know where Sony's going to launch.
They've
Yeah.
said it's going to be
Well,
more, I think.
Well, besides that, I mean, you can kind of go guess by this that you.
Oh,
at
no,
least-
wait. No, the 21 countries are the ones that have stable internet. That's what it was.
Oh.
That's what it was.
Okay.
21 countries that have stable internet because the rest of the world has very unstable internet and would not be able to meet the requirements.
Well, you also know that where at least a few of the places that Sony's launching because of the price points. Japan, obviously, the U.S., Britain.
As cheap as it is, I'm going to have to buy a Japanese one.
The one thing I really hope doesn't happen is I was on Reddit the other
Actually,
day.
even though it sounds cheaper, it's gonna be
No, it's not like I was thinking, man, if it's region locked, which it's not, by the way. It's not region locked. Not region locked.
That's what I'm referring to. The other day, someone posted on Reddit, like they're like, oh well, if you live in such and such and such and such, and it's more expensive, buy it from the U.S. through Amazon because it's gonna be regional. That's bullshit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Give them their fucking money. They really do deserve it. I think the system they're selling it at a great price. They've basically given you all we can ask for. Don't fucking cheap them out. Don't do that. Because then it's going to be like, oh, great, it didn't sell great here. Oh, well, you assholes aren't getting any games.
I'm going to buy one from Japan. But I'm going to buy a white one. Obviously, there'll be a white one.
That's gonna piss me off because
There'll be a Lightning Returns special Final Fantasy 4. I mean,
say that
special Japanese. Or Rio, how do they say Yakuza in this? Rio Iagora 6? I might be wrong. I know it's Ryu something.
Ryuga. No.
Very close.
No. I know exactly what I'm saying.
He's an expert, people.
No. I know the title, but I'm trying to think of the last word. I think it's Ryuga. No.
Ni.
Gotoku.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm buying one.
Because I think it's like Hayate.
Maybe. Whatever. Ni. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna buy one. No region locked. Also, hard drive is completely upgradable.
Yeah, that's.
You put your own fucking hard drive. It comes with a 500 gig. I know people were hoping for a terabyte, but that would have probably shot the price up based on the fact that they probably have done everything in their power to get that thing as low as possible.
That's one of those last minute slides. It's like, okay, well, if we push the hard drive back, we can keep it under there.
I genuinely believe they had a couple of slides.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, the way that used game video came out so quick,
they had that. They said they recorded like a month, like a month before.
A lot of people said that they had they just got a camera crew right there.
No, that I don't think so. As quick as that thing went up.
No, I know that's what I'm saying. It's like I believe they had a lot of that planned.
They had it planned that it wasn't going to do any new restrictions. Although that's something people need to remember, and people have this thing that they think Sony's going to completely block publishers from allowing them to do this DRM bullshit. That is not the case. If Sony went and did that, they would step on a lot of toes, and they're unfortunately not in a position of power since the 360, since their fuck up. I mean, honestly, their fuck up with the PS3 to do that, to mandate that kind of thing. But even if so, in all honesty, no one is going to do it because I think the internet has proven that no one is going to allow that. The thing you need to remember, though, is if you do buy the games digitally, you will not be able to trade them. There needs to be 100% understanding with that. Unless you buy the physical disc, which goes in and out of the console, you cannot trade that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how it works now.
Yeah, it's not going to be any different than now. No different than now.
Yeah, no, and I like that. I mean, honestly, they should not try and fix what's not broken, like the Xbox. I mean...
Yep.
I mean, granted, I kind of like the fact that Xbox is kind of taking a dig at GameStop, but it's like...
Yeah, no,
at what cost?
It's, yeah, it's no different. Let's just put it that way. And if that console is as powerful as it is, $399 when you think about it, man, that's pretty fucking cheap. Because if you build something similar, based on the specs, if you were to build a PC...
You could get something much better for about $5 or $6.
Yeah, but no, let's say $399 on the dot. Let's say if you want $399 on the dot. I bet you can't. All components. Everything. Hard drive, motherboard, CPU, RAM, video card.
But in the long run,
same video card also.
In the long run, it would still be cheaper. And I'll tell you why.
What?
Games are typically cheaper on Steam.
Well, you could.
You don't have to. I know, but I'm just saying you don't have to pay it monthly. That's a big chunk you can take out there.
I could say something about the PS1
because
I bought a bunch of $5 games for the PS1.
You still have to pay for your internet.
Yeah, well, you still have to pay for your internet plus your plus. So. Don't even think about the internet.
Well, that's if they charge for Plus.
They're going to charge for Plus for online play.
No, I'm saying... Well, no, that's what I'm saying for online play.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's absolutely what's going to happen.
So it's going to be like Live now.
Yeah.
You can't play online unless you have Plus.
Yeah.
But the big difference between Live and them is they're not putting Netflix and all the applications behind the paywall.
Also, one Live account, one Plus account will work for all the accounts on that PlayStation 4 to get them all online. So you only have to play one subscription.
Plus is such a great service, plus the games. Plus you're getting fucking Drive Club for free. Day one.
Yeah. And with Gaikai, we'll be able to play it within minutes.
Yes. So in the end, I mean, PC guys are like, oh, I don't have to pay for online. Yeah, but you're also not getting all the exclusive games, which is a big thing. I mean, I couldn't be PC Master Race because there's not going to be Infamous on the PC. It's going to be Killzone on the PC.
Yeah, that's why I'm sticking with PS4 and PC. It's like anything that comes out on the Xbox One, I'll get on PC.
Multi-platform, it depends. You know, there's certain games like Sleeping Dogs. I probably will get that. I mean, Sleeping Dogs, Watch Dogs. Probably get that for the PS4 because I thought that's more of a game I want to use with a controller. There's something about that I see better with the PS4. But say Titanfall came for it, I'd get it for the PC. If it was, obviously it's not.
Titanfall's coming on the PC.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking PS4. I meant it's not for PS4. Destiny, I'll get that for the PS4. I'd rather have it for the PS4.
Ooh.
You just killed Marco's dream.
No, because I also know more people who are going to have a console on top of that.
That's true.
You made Marco's.
I don't know. I don't really care. I'll have both.
And I also have a feeling that game's not going to get the same kind of support based on the way Activision treats Call of Duty on the PC as it is.
Well,
the console versions are going to get the better treatment.
Well, yeah, but besides that, I mean, they also already said that, you know, all the stuff that's going to come out for it is going to come out PS3 first.
PS4 is getting exclusive stuff.
I mean, PS4. Well, they're getting exclusive stuff, plus the downloads are going to go first for
I would have rather played Diablo on the console versus the PC as well. Especially all the stuff they're adding to it.
See, I couldn't see that.
With the controller versus mouse and keyboard?
I would think that game would be easier on the controller. I mean, on the keyboard.
No, there's a lot of stuff I've been reading. It's better on the. A lot of people prefer it with the controller, the way they're doing it, the way they're optimizing it. Also, 4 people in one console. That's pretty good. You, Mr. Always multiplayer.
That I wouldn't want to play it all on the same console like that. 4 people.
I don't know.
I with limited movement like that.
I would no, because it reminds me of like Gauntlet Legends.
Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah, but those are different types of games, so.
No,
I wouldn't really.
Gauntlet Legends is real similar to it.
Actually, yeah, he's right. Gauntlet Legends would be a good example.
I don't know. I
would
be limited by movement. That's the only thing that
yeah, but that was one of the things that was good about Gauntlet Legends is it made you stick as a team.
The fact that Blizzard is coming to a console, and it's Sony's console.
Yeah.
It should be enough, especially for whatever their next generation MMO is, because once that comes out, you know it's going to be giant.
World of Warcraft 2.
It will be Warcraft, but I'm sure it will.
World of Warcraft Kung Fu Panda?
Wow.
That's what that last one was. I mean,
Kung Fu Panda with the glitch that kills everybody in the server.
World of Warcraft Hello Kitty.
Including mods where they shut down the entire actual server to get them off. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Obviously, the used game thing. Obviously, the price. They have all the right moves. It's exactly what we were hoping for. And anyone who is as big a fan of Sony as I have been and always have been, this is like the moment. It's like it's my time to go. I told you so, and wag my finger as fast as possible. Not at you specifically, but.
Well, no, you could because I mean, remember.
I still have it on audio.
He is the convert.
Like my 360 board.
I'm not denying I'm a convert.
No, but I just go to GameStop, start pointing at kids. Fuck you, fuck you.
He's gonna drive to every GameStop around here and just
fuck you, fuck you.
Sir, you have to leave.
I'm gonna wear a front shirt that just says Sony on it. Fuck you, fuck you. I'll be like Far Cry. the fist.
As I say, I have that Sony shirt from the hack.
Oh, the only console that could come out that would derail this.
Dreamcast 2.
Dreamcast 2, and it has to be made by Sega.
What was the Sega thing they announced?
Oh, the thing on Facebook?
Yeah.
I think it was fake.
Oh,
I was pretty sure it was
supposed
fake.
to be yesterday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was fake.
Okay.
I wasn't taking anything. They did announce a former game. I don't remember the name of it that had online access. Someone hacked it to make it work. But even with the broadband adapter, apparently the steps to get it to work is like crazy fucking, like it's like really out there. I would try it if I had a broadband adapter, but and it would have like Third Strike Part 2. Man.
You know, one of the reasons why I wouldn't want Sega to go would just let Nintendo buy them out, because then that would take any hope of a Shenmue 3. I mean, I know there's like none now, but
no, that wouldn't be true, because then Nintendo's got a shit ton of money. Shit ton of money.
I couldn't see it happening.
Well,
and then I could see it being a horrible game on that thing.
That's perfect for Shenmue. That is, yeah. I think that's what Shenmue should be on.
I can see like for the menus, but I just
and then the capsule toys of Mario.
Yeah, well that's why I can see that part being good on it, but after that, no.
I want, if anything, I want Shenmue on.
And then
that's perfect for Shenmue.
And then Ryo in fucking Mario Kart.
No, because
Timmy, you're not thinking this.
No, because afterwards, now that I even think about it, wait a minute. Yakuza 5. That's not.
That's Sega.
I know it's Sega, but I'm saying that's not going to be on the Wii.
Yes, it is
exclusive.
Well, they have the HD collections coming out.
No, I know the HD, but Yakuza 5 I know is
going
to be
on PS3.
PS3.
Only PS3.
Yeah, that's why I would not want that on the Wii at all.
You'll buy it and never play it, so it's okay.
Yeah,
I played through 3.
You'll buy it and never play it, so it's okay.
What was that zombie game one?
Oh, so just like someone won't play Anno?
Yeah, I have it.
I don't know.
Yeah, when you never
I invited you back that same night and you said no.
You invited me like at 2 in the morning.
Bullshit.
When I had to work the next day.
Bullshit. It was 20 minutes later.
No bullshit.
I got it to work.
No,
It was midnight.
It was
actually about 20
It
minutes.
was 20
Dude, it
minutes
was-
later.
no, it was 2
20
hours
minutes
later.
It was 20
It was
minutes
2
later.
hours later.
He's remembering it was 20 minutes later.
Yeah, like I trust his memory.
Yeah.
You only like it because he's agreeing with you.
No,
it was 2 hours later.
It was 20 minutes
It was 2 hours later, and it was midnight.
And I was
had to
like,
work the
alright,
next
well,
day.
whatever. You guys don't want to play
And
with
since
you.
then, we were gonna set up a match. We go, hey Marco, want to play?
You never invited me after
Yes.
that. No, you
there
did
was
not.
Twice.
You did
Wait,
not.
before we go any further, did I have this machine when we were playing Nano?
Yes.
No, I didn't. I was still playing on the iMac.
I think he was still playing.
Oh, that? I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
you said this one. I was like, yeah, you had this one. No, you were playing it on this one. You haven't played it on that one.
What help? Frame rate's kind of bad on there.
Either
I still have it installed to me.
So do
so do I.
It's too late now because he's got work. So do you.
I work earlier than he does.
I don't know what's up to.
I got a rock. I've got to use that twice this week.
Okay.
Anyway, Destiny actually looks pretty good, although it's Bungie Lens or Borderlands.
Halo Lens.
Halo Lens, yeah. I have no problem with that. I really don't.
I don't either. I mean, I like Halo. I like Borderlands. I mean, I got no problem with
It
that at
looked
all.
pretty damn good, I think. I like the public events thing where everybody was fighting the big spider.
Yep. The
I-
big touch coma.
Yeah.
I'm only
I was
saying
actually-
that
I would
'cause
say
it's
Scarab
like,
Jr..
Touchcomas are so friendly. Why
Not
are
this
you
one.
shooting it?
Not this one. It was one of those killer touch comas you hear about in the news.
It didn't sing a song and commit suicide.
That's true. It wasn't trying to help you construct things or.
It's because you didn't give it oil.
Natural oil. Remember, natural oil. That's the key. You know that, speaking, it's kind of off topic, but did you know that Kotaku showed 8 minutes of the new one?
Arise.
I didn't watch it, did you?
I didn't watch it.
I don't like her haircut. It's stupid.
I'm not even gonna get into that with you.
It's stupid.
Not even gonna get into that.
Stupid.
Let's see. He can bitch
Might as
about
well just
someone's
call it Ellen.
haircut now.
Let's go, hey, Ellen. Never mind.
Again, not even gonna get into that.
That's right. They did the same thing for the chick from Bayonetta. It's stupid.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, she's got a short haircut now. I don't like women with short hair.
Dude, there'll probably be like.
That's a preference, though. I can have that preference.
I was gonna say there'll probably be like 3 different alternates, or hell, it'll probably be way.
Yo, there's
more.
actually people who really complained about it. Actually,
Oh, I'm sure there would be.
like their
Again,
they
like-
fucked up their fan fiction and everything. I don't know. Actually, they showed the video of that for Bayonetta, the gameplay, and I didn't like the game, but it visually looked good for what they showed from a gameplay perspective.
I liked the first one. I just didn't like the incredibly cheesy dialogue.
That's what it was.
That's
all
light.
it
That's
was.
putting it lightly.
Well, I couldn't think of a worse way. to put
It
that.
is fan fiction
But
incarnate.
I mean, as far as the gameplay went, I thought it was a decent game.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing there. I'm saying the Wii U version, what they showed, that actually looked good.
I forgot that's coming out on the
And
Wii
I
U.
do want the Wonderful 100, which is coming out now. 101. What?
Wonderful.
This,
101.
this two.
You
that
know how
actually
have
one-
you know
added
how
one
anal
more.
he is.
Character.
I missed one. It's like, "Argh." Yes. Please understand.
Please
On
understand.
the gamepad.
With the Wii U.
In the year of Luigi.
That's Hey, well, you know what?
God, it's so quotable.
I just thought it's the year of Luigi, and that's why he's apologizing so much.
Man!
man.
That's fucking right! Any chance he can to jam at fucking Luigi. I hope they make a Luigi Wonder Book just to fucking piss you off.
And he bumps up.
Hey, it doesn't piss me off that it's out there. I just said it was a stupid idea.
Smash Brothers SL Timmy's gonna fight.
Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, I agree.
Does my ringtone piss you off to me?
Your ringtone's a standard Apple ringtone.
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's from Luigi's Mansion. When he has the DS phone, which is an incredible good idea. I'd like that.
I've only heard that one that plays when my dad calls.
Hello. Anyway. Let's talk about Apple real quick. I don't think we have a lot to say. I like the idea of that.
iOS 7. Well, everyone, that was
iOS 7, which is not out yet, which
No.
looks like Windows
Fall.
Phone a little bit.
it's out of fall.
Mark will have his iPhone 6 by that time.
Yeah.
It'll get launched there.
Wait, he's got to commit to something there, so...
Hey,
Well,
I do it now.
They
But
haven't fired him yet. He's got a chance.
thanks for the vote of confidence. Sheesh.
Oh, yeah, I'm the dick.
Well, Tim, you're trying to make up here. You're in mono, so I gotta make it stereo.
Shut up.
I really like the design of that Mac Pro, even though at first I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then, if you see the internals,
No, there's
it's actually
something
really
about it.
smart.
It grows on you.
I've seen the internals. I like the way the internals look, but on the outside, I just...
You have to watch the video.
Yeah, you have to watch the video.
It grows on you. You understand why they did what they did.
When you consider it by
No, I can
standard spec,
understand why it's like that. I can understand that. But still, aesthetically looking at it, I still don't like it.
Hey, look, you don't like trash cans, sir.
if you're talking
What?
about, yeah, to me, this by standard spec, the thing's going to allow you to use 4K resolution screens while you're processing the video, like actually encoding and continue to edit. It's guaranteed to do that on base spec.
Have you seen how big it is?
Oh yeah, it's tiny, fucking tiny little thing.
I like that old massive thing.
It comes with dual AMD FX Fireworks workstation level GPUs. It's gonna have an AMD
Xeon.
Xeon. No, is this a Xeon? I don't remember
I
exactly.
believe it's a Xeon.
I thought it was. No, maybe not. I don't remember. All I know is, as powerful as that thing is gonna be, in the way they've set up it for just air cooling.
Yeah.
You put it under your arm and it's like, I'm just gonna take this fucking massive thing.
Looks like a
My my own personal Pixar, just under my arm.
Actually, I like where he was going. It's like my own personal coffee mate.
Yeah.
Well, I just like
You know,
I like the big fucking cylinder
actually,
fan.
You know what it looks like? It look more and more thinking of it. It looks very reminiscent to what Eve from WALL-E looked like.
Yeah.
That very. And they did design her.
No, I'm impressed by.
And to me, there's a sensor when you turn the thing.
I'm not saying anything about
No, I'm just
what
saying-
it
I'm just
does.
saying-
I'm just saying.
You turn
as far
it-
as you know,
you
it's
turn it-
seeing it on a desk.
You turn
I
it-
wouldn't
you
like
turn-
it.
You turn it, and you're gonna connect something. The back I/O panel lights up. That's a great fucking. I'm just saying that.
I'm just saying.
I would buy it just.
I'm just saying. You know.
Even Wozniak was like, "Fuck! I should have thought about that."
And I'm just saying, you know, as far as the way it looks, I don't like
I-
the way it looks. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a great computer, and it can't.
No,
do
I'm just.
I
agreed with you
I'm
until I
just
saw the
saying-
video. Then it grew on me.
I need to see.
I'm
the
just saying.
price.
I'm sure it wouldn't.
I need to see the price.
You're not gonna want to buy it, sir.
No, what?
Not the weight spec. You know they were talking about the high spec one. They have
Yeah.
a lower spec one.
Well, even a lower spec one. You know, even one that
It's gonna
doesn't have
come out
dual
later
GPUs.
this year.
If it was, let's say, I'm not saying this. Let's say if it's 2,000 base model. Base model. Base model.
Let's see. Last base models that came out. What were they?
25.
That's 25.
They were 25.
I know, but I'm saying usually when Apple comes out with a new base model, aren't they usually like $1,000?
No, their prices on certain things. There have been things
On
that have
certain
less
When they replace their lines, they usually keep the same price. You'd be looking at least 2,500
Yeah.
realistically, sir.
Well, even then.
Plus tax, 2,750.
Fuck it. I'll just get it and then it'll be right there. And then you don't have to look at the trash can because they'll be too busy like processing everything. I'm gonna make my own Pixar movie with hookers
And blackjack.
and blackjack.
Wow, Bobby actually made a reference to something.
That was pretty good.
Yes. It's small enough I can put it behind this thing. I'll just do a switch. All right, HDMI. This one. It has
Yes.
Yeah, it has HDMI for an Apple product.
6 Thunderbolt
HDMI.
2.
That I don't know about. That is like,
It's twice as fast as Thunderbolt.
for my use, it's kind of.
Yeah. Fire.
Yeah, because
If I bought
you know how fast Bobby's got to sync his iPhone.
Yes.
Well, it would be more if I put like a high-end external SATA like RAID drive next to it.
Yeah, because you know how fast that MyBook is.
Yes. Hey, that thing is pretty fast considering the other one. And I only got it for I got it cheap, so don't complain.
Well, I can complain. It's not mine. I don't have anything on there.
Your face is on there somewhere. In video form. It's feeding time for her soon. For the turtle. MacBook Air redesign using Haswell, not a big deal. I wouldn't buy an Air unless I was rich. And it would be just to, like, I don't know, put papers in.
Put it somewhere.
Put it in a million.
Doorstop.
Put it in an envelope.
Mouse pad.
A mouse pad for your Mac Pro.
Yes. They haven't done a
Use
refresh
it as
for
a
the Mac.
coaster.
I haven't.
Well, Bubba does like.
No! Don't shut up! You son of a bird.
The MacBook Pros haven't had a refresh yet, so I would completely avoid those right now. And if you don't have the high-end 15s, they only use the HD 4000 on the Intel chip, which for basic use is fine. But if you want to do any kind of gaming on any level, no.
You pull it off.
And the GTX 650 is not bad, but the 27s have 2 GB 680s, which not bad either. I know they're mobile ones, but it's pretty close. It's comparable. I was watching some guy before about this one. I was watching some guy playing Crysis 3 on it with like the base one with the 2 GB card. He's getting decent frame rate on Ultra at 2560. I still want to get one of those, but by the time I have the money, it'll probably be whatever the next model is, and then I'll give this one to my mom. Actually, I do want to put 10.7 back on it because 10.8 kind of sucks.
You don't want Mavericks?
Oh man, no. I can only imagine all the shit that's gonna break. In all honesty, think about it. I don't know. And I guess the last thing we should talk about is The Last of Us. I know we said we were gonna talk about it a little bit. Story-wise, so far, it's pretty fucking dark. And Timmy is heartless. He thought the intro was whatever.
You guys were all like,
this is worse. This is like playing the day. This is like me playing the year of Luigi, the game. It's hilarious. I don't know how you guys can think this is fucked up. This is like a walk in the park for me.
No. First off, I did not say it wasn't fucked up. I'm just saying it wasn't as fucked up as you two made it out.
Oh man, I was just like,
this is like a light drizzle for me.
For you, it is a light drizzle.
It's just like, I'm not spoiling, not gonna spoil anything, but it's like,
come on, man. You feel something.
You're sure.
Not you.
I didn't say I didn't. I just said it wasn't as bad.
You're just like, whatever. What the fuck is
Bullshit.
You will survive, Joel.
Bullshit. You guys made it out.
Continue with life.
You guys made it out to be like, oh, you're not gonna be able to sleep. It was so fucked up. Your day's gonna be ruined.
Well, I made it out to you'd feel something, but apparently I was wrong.
No. Your word specifically was it will ruin your day.
It ruined my day.
Then you really are weak.
Oh, there it is. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. The death. It's like a light drizzle for Timmy.
I'm sorry, but you have seen hundreds of movies that start out that way. Deaths on The Walking Dead I have been ruined by those 10 times worse than that opening.
This is very emotional to me.
I'm sorry, but it was not as bad as you built it up. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's not fucked up. I'm not saying I didn't feel anything. I'm just saying you guys built it up way too much for what it was.
It's like, I could have done better.
Timmy got a kick out of it.
I could have done better.
Timmy was amused.
I have made it up to where the demo starts, the one that came with God of War. Marco's past that good
I'm at
ways.
the high school.
Timmy What, you're past the spores, right?
Yeah.
Not spoiling anything. Did you shoot the guy or did you leave him?
I shot him.
Okay, so we all did. All right, I kind of figured that. Yeah, I don't think it affects anything.
I didn't want to waste a bullet, but I did.
That was my thought. I was like,
did you get the extra 3 bullets though?
I got a kind of shit. My quick look is me going to every fucking part of the world. Like, is there anything here? Is there
Yeah,
anything
I've been
here?
doing that.
It's pointless. I'll let you know that now.
I'm looking at other stuff too. It's like, oh,
as far as collectibles go, there's a couple, but you're gonna find very quickly that they set this game up for you to find right away. There it is. I know where it is. There's a certain distance where you just know because the icons pop up, and it's good. The only real part I told you have to worry about is where you start having diverging paths, because then it's like, oh great, I can go down this road and there's a couple, or there's this house that's infested with them and I don't have to go there, but that's where all the good shit is. It becomes very much reward for almost dying.
Well, after all, the multiplayer should be a little easier.
Yeah.
That's what we've been playing a hell of a lot of. Did live stream. You guys watched some of that. That game, the multiplayer requires that you have a team that's competent, and you should play with friends, because if you don't, you're going to lose a lot.
Yeah, you definitely want, some kind of communication. I mean, I can't see playing that game without a headset.
You can't pretend you're Rambo, because you're gonna die real quick. Your aiming is not fucking dead on. It's not laser sight fucking shots. There is a deliberate use of making it more difficult to aim and
I want to agree with
recoil.
that, but then again disagree with it. I think that's... I mean, it's true to a sense, because, you guys have been playing with, like, the sniper rifles.
I haven't been with a sniper rifle.
Well, he has. Okay, well, the rifles, then fine. But the bow and arrow, it almost is laser sight, because have you used it?
No.
I've seen you throw 7 of them at a person and not die, Timmy. So I don't know how strong that thing is.
That I think is where the hit detection comes in, because if someone is like almost slightly near a wall, I think that kind of fucks with it. But if they're out in the open, there is like, because like whenever you do it, it gives a draw distance, because after a certain distance it does curve, for a drop off. But it is almost at a laser sight, because wherever you shoot it, that is pretty much exactly where it's going to hit.
Well, I'm not saying it's so inaccurate that you can't hit anything.
No, but what I'm saying is it's kind of too accurate as far as the bow and arrow goes.
So you should have like the most kills every round.
No, I know.
Every round! No excuse.
No,
And I'm using
I know,
the silenced
but that's
auto
where I'm also
rifle.
saying, like,
I got
I've
the
done it
most.
where I see, like, the guy standing next to a bush, and he'll pop out. But the thing is he's so close to the bush that when I shoot the arrow, I'll literally see the arrow hit the bush and fall, even though the cursor is on him.
Well, there's some weird stuff we've seen.
Well, well, that's what I'm saying. I think that's something that might need to be patched. I don't know, if I don't know exactly what it is, but I mean, other than that, and I mean, yeah, no, I think if anything, it's a little too accurate.
The majority of the matches we've won, I'd say, is a fair point. I think
I'd
a
say
lot of
5-1.
I think a lot of people haven't got the ones we played do not understand what it's trying to make you do. As far as multiplayer, I think the style.
Stand up and run.
Yeah,
well, I
stand,
mean,
run.
The fact that the game pretty much
go by
starts
yourself.
you out crouching, I expect to be a clear hint that, hey,
People just expect it to be deathmatch, and they don't seem to get the concept of, hey, stick together, cover, fucking res. God, that's so fucking annoying if you don't have somebody who won't res.
yeah, no, what they want to do is they want all the kills or whatever, because they think that's what's going to give them the points.
Yeah. And the metagame, I think the metagame is interesting, but it's
I just think
whatever.
it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than that.
I mean, I don't know. I see something. It's like some random friend on Facebook is just kind of like, oh,
John already died.
wow.
That's
how you tell me.
And I keep fucking repairing a fence for some reason.
Yes, you do.
It's always the same fucking fence too.
Yeah. He also liked to fuck with the generator, and then we have Mr. Arson that's here. Timmy said something else was prior, right?
Well, I was trying to see if it was flammable.
From a multiplayer perspective, that thing has some legs, although I hope there are more maps.
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
I hope there will be more. University is our least favorite collectively.
Yeah, I would say least favorite, but I after playing it again today, I'm a little more okay with it today than I was yesterday.
I think there's...
I still say it's the most boring map of all of them, but I'm more okay with it now than I was yesterday.
And Lakeside is my favorite.
Yeah. And the dam.
I like the dam just because the dam to me seems to be like... I like that it's basically just...
It's the most symmetrical.
It's just a clash.
Yeah. Well, I said it was Blood Gulch.
Well, yeah, exactly. But also, especially usually we're winning. I think it's the easiest match. I mean, when I see that we're playing that, it's like, oh, fuck, easy points.
I like Lakeside the best.
I mean, we only had one round there that we kind of struggled with. I mean, we still won, but it was that last one. I mean, the guys on the other team were obviously good, and we got paired up with that fourth player who's just...
We're starting to get more of that, because now that you're higher level, and he's level 4, and I'm 3, because you guys got a lot of points when I wasn't playing, we're starting to get matched with more people that are higher, that all they've been doing is playing the game, it looks like.
Yeah, because...
Level 12, 13 or whatever at one point.
Yeah, 13 was the highest we've come across so far. 7 also.
The guns, unless there's stuff that is unlocked that we haven't seen, my favorite is semi-auto with the silencer.
Yeah, that's one of the things. I kind of wish the weapon selection was a little more abundant, but...
Well, you can buy certain weapons in certain maps as well. So, like, you can get, if you're running an assault rifle, you can get, like, a carbine, but you have to buy it, and then you have to buy the ammo, because you won't pick it up.
That's one of the things I don't like.
Oh, I like that a lot. I like crafting. I like the nail bat.
No, I like the crafting, but as far as buying, having to buy it every match,
That's good. That keeps
evens
it
a playing
realistic.
field.
That keeps it with the
How is it realistic?
It's not realistic, but it keeps it with what they were trying to
realistic, but it's not realistic.
I would actually like to see maybe a mode with 2 more people. One
do.
on
Yeah,
each side.
6 on 6.
I'd like to see that as well.
Yeah,
That would also have a further dynamic for people who are flanking and not flanking.
I can see that, but as far as buying a gun in the middle of the match, that doesn't make it. If anything, it makes it less realistic. I mean, if you're in that situation, you're gonna have a gun that you're used to.
The problem is, if you were able to bring parts from other matches, someone would just hoard them.
Yeah.
And then you just fucking come in and have everything, and then just end everybody. It's too easy. The fact that you actually have to go find the parts, and there's certain parts of the map that people are hunting for. Yeah. Although, that's the thing, but between people who know what they're doing and don't know what they're doing, people who don't know what they're doing, avoid them completely. And I found that I'm getting more kills making sure I'm getting those parts, like I get the nail bat, which is a one-hit kill, or the bombs, which I set as landmines, which have gotten kills. The Molotov...
How do you set it as a landmine?
Press R1 instead of...
Just R1, he rolls it.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta remember to do that, because I've only made a bomb once, and I mean, I threw it, but it really didn't do anything. But I do know from us playing that setting it as a trip mine, that does work a lot better.
And all those things, you have to find the parts to build them, and there's only a certain number of parts, and so on and so forth. Do
you guys think the Molotovs are a little too overpowered?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's put it this way.
I mean, I know realistically speaking, if you got hit with the Molotov, you'd be fucked.
There should be a way.
There should be a way for you to shake it off.
No, maybe not even that. It should be a way for your teammate to go and pat you down.
Yeah.
Or you pat yourself down. You could run.
I think you would balance yourself.
If you could run away and they can't get you because they just random through it, you'd lose a lot of health, but you'd be alive.
Yeah.
Where
that's more realistic.
The Molotov. Because you could basically toss it at someone, and you basically know it hit. He's fucked.
And Molotov is instant kill.
It is way too strong.
Well, besides that, it's not only if it hits you when you're there. If you just happen to walk across it, you're dead. Because that happened to me.
Yeah.
I just it was kind of starting to burn out. I just came up close to it. All of a sudden, I'm on fire and dead.
I haven't checked the Naughty Dog forums, but I'm sure that's something people have complained about.
Yeah, no, that's why. I mean, the Molotov, that
everything seems balanced with the exception of that. I don't think there's any one weapon beyond that's been been overpowered.
I think the main rifle silenced is a little. There's one rifle that they've been using.
The one I've been using, the semi-auto with the sniper, is stronger, but the fire rate is slower, and I found that because I'm firing slower, people can get away faster. It does balance.
I mean, I'll kind of say this. I mean, I know it's the one I use the most, but the bow and arrow is a little overpowered, just a little. Because
I don't agree.
I disagree.
Okay, you guys can disagree, but I mean, I know this since I played it, and I'm admitting to the weapon I'm using being a little overpowered. I'm not saying a lot, but there are instances, especially if it's close, if I hit someone with 2 arrows, they're dead.
Only 2 arrows?
Yeah.
It takes me 2 sniper rifle bullets to kill someone.
And that's also with his reload, you know, that kind of thing.
Well, the bow, you have the draw, because the draw time...
Yeah, if it was 1, I'd say it was overpowered.
It takes about 4 with the silence. Average.
I'll say with the silence 9mm, I'm putting 2 clips into people and still not taking them down. Yeah.
You're doing something wrong. It takes about 3 with the revolver.
Yeah.
And I can get 3 at the time you can get 1 shot off with that arrow.
I know, but I'm saying I have literally shot people with like 6.
Oh, yeah, well they probably had armor.
No, I'm talking about I've shot ones without armor, because like the ones with armor, those are the ones I'm trying to put 2 clips into.
Even the armor doesn't seem overpowered, which I'm very happy about.
That I would agree with.
That just gives you a slight advantage, not much.
Well, I thought it gave a pretty good. Well, compared to what I played, because
it's 50% more.
What yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying, because today was the first day I used body armor, and I don't know. It's like every time I got body armor, I stood a way better chance.
If it's a one-on-one situation, you probably have a better chance. But if there's 2, 3 people, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. Well, if it's a group, it doesn't matter. I mean,
which is the way the game the way you should be playing with people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's a person over there, which we've already done, and then they don't survive because they suck.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
It needs more maps kind of soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't care about the modes. Don't really need modes. I don't want a deathmatch. I won't play it. Well, you know what I mean by deathmatch, like a straight up
I
run
really
and
couldn't
gun.
see a deathmatch like that, because I mean, just the
you know what else would be good?
Setting of the game.
That the relic toss game from Uncharted.
That would be good.
That would be
supplies,
good enough.
Like grab supplies and move it from one
grab
end to the
supplies
other.
and grab it from one side to the other.
I could see it being good.
And the maps, I think are set up like that. I bet you they're gonna do that. 6 on 6.
I could see it, and granted, it would kind of be good, but then again, it's kind of like that's where that was a death match. I mean, I don't know.
You just call it supply drop. Someone grabs a big ass crate. They walk really slowly. Everyone moves the group to keep them alive.
Yeah, but
pretty simple.
As easy as it is to kind of get killed and all that.
And if you set the crate on the floor,
you adjust the damages a little bit. Obviously, it's a different kind of game, so you can adjust it.
I know, but that's where I'm.
Start everyone out with armor, or start the guy out that is carrying it with armor.
That, and I would think the distances would kind of have to be a lot shorter.
They can quarantine off sections of the map.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
this game kind of lends itself to that mode. I completely agree.
Yeah, no, I mean that's why I'm saying we're completely fit. I'm just saying the mechanics of it, the way the game is. That's where.
Well, let's put it this way, Timmy. It worked in Uncharted really well, and Uncharted had much more distance-based weapons.
Yep.
Obviously you had.
Yeah, but life. Uncharted also. Yeah, but that's why Uncharted also had like a deathmatch mode for being deathmatch.
Yeah, well, we're not saying deathmatch. I'm saying this specific.
No, I know, but I'm saying the game was engineered to be that way, where that style of gameplay. If you get people that surround the people with the crate, it's just gonna go in reverse. Every time it's like, okay, we got the crate. Okay, we're all dead. The other ones, they go get the crate. Everyone surrounds them. The mechanics of it, I just think now...
You're thinking of it in too simple terms, though. I mean, yes, generally that would be the goal, but it won't work out that way every single time.
No, well, of course not, but I'm just saying, I can't see the way it is right now, unless with some, I want to say almost heavy, but some minor, major modifications to the gameplay, at least for that mode.
The only thing I can see them doing, adding for that to be original, is if you set the crate down, people can grab ammo off of it.
Ammo or health?
No, just ammo.
No,
Health
just
would make it impossible.
There's
Not
already
really,
enough.
because
There's already
There are enough
enough pickups,
med packs.
I know almost at all times I got 2.
So that doesn't help. No, I would disagree. As it is one of the melee things, if you do melee, you get 10% health for every hit. That's one of the perks.
And I need a lot more points so I can unlock the bow, so I can use 3 perks
For custom loadout.
Yeah. Because it's like I don't like the sniper rifle. I don't really like the 9mm. I can't see using the revolver as a primary weapon.
I do.
No,
Revolver? The revolver
I
is
said
great.
primary.
Yeah. I use it as my primary weapon. I use the sniper really for secondary or if they're way, far.
I always see him with the rifle out.
I have the rifle up because most of the time they're. But if it's a split situation thing where I need
if it's a split, I usually switch to the 9mm.
I usually upgrade the revolver right away too. So.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying the revolver isn't good, but I'm just saying.
I do. I know you see me mostly with the sniper, but I actually do use the revolver almost like my primary.
Well, then again, I'm also thinking about the way I play, because the way I'm playing it, mind you, the bow and arrow is a heavy distance weapon. I mean, close quarters, that's a terrible weapon.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, is like to use that revolver without giving your position, but also as a long distance, as I said, as a primary. That's why your second, it's a secondary. I mean, when they're close by, yeah, you got to use a revolver or the 9mm because, you need close range. But as a primary, this game is mostly, you want to kind of get someone from a distance. You don't want to, really be up close. I mean, if you're up close, you're sneaking around trying to, get him with a shiv.
Nail bat is best. I haven't been able to use a shiv yet. I haven't had a situation where that's worked.
I once came upon it, but I had shot the guy instead of hitting triangle.
Most of the time they're using the R2 thing, so...
Yeah.
And that's pretty well balanced, too.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, I do like that made it in the multiplayer.
So yeah, go buy it. No excuses. And if you don't have a PS3, go buy it. And a PS3. Do it now. If you're an Xbox or fanboy, I'm surprised you're still listening at this point. I guess the last bit is, I bought Animal Crossing. Haven't played it yet, but I saw the Street Pass thing for Reggie. He's always Reggie for sleep.
Dude, he's always Reggie for sleep.
Yes. Someone Street Pass Reggie had Animal Crossing, and his bed had his face. Yeah. So he's always Reggie for sleep. Yes, I just love that line. I'll start playing that sometime, probably tomorrow. And then last bit is been on an arcade stick habit. I did the review for the Dreamcast one, which still need to fix the sticks anyway.
We should probably do a video of you modding everything.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I bought a Soul Calibur 5 stick for the Xbox 360 because for some reason the PS3 ones do not work with NVIDIA chipsets for the PC, and I want to use it for PC stuff. Although it does work with the Mac. I've tried that one. It does work with the Mac. But most of the stuff is on the Windows side anyway, so I bought that. Going to completely mod it. I bought that one specifically because the chassis is smoky, gray, translucent. I get to use it again!
It's past 12 o'clock, so it can't be your word of the day anymore.
Oh, okay, cool. I said it for
Word of the week.
Yeah.
Don't give him ideas.
And then I'm gonna have clear buttons, orange.
Are they gonna be translucent?
It's gonna be translucent. Yes, they'll be translucent in every facet.
Are you gonna put Luigi on it?
Yes, it's gonna be green buttons.
Is it gonna say Wonder Book?
Actually, he should be, if he really wants to do it, he should be saying transparent.
It's the same fucking thing.
Translucent.
Transparent.
Transparent is 100%. Translucent, it requires there being some kind of barrier.
No, transparent doesn't have to be
Anyway,
completely clear.
whatever. It's going to be a Dreamcast stick. It's going to have a big, giant Dreamcast on it.
Literally a big giant Dreamcast. So, he's not even kidding.
Yes. It's
Surprised he just
ode to
doesn't
Dreamcast.
melt down a Dreamcast, make that the plastic.
No, because that would be melting down a Dreamcast, and that's wrong.
Oh yeah,
But
we could
smashing-
smash it, have Rigo elbow it.
It was one of 3, so I had to have 2 others.
You can't melt one down.
That's going to be something we'll do video of it. Not sure about the LED lighting thing because that looks expensive and complex.
It's not complex.
Well, complex to the point where I don't want to do it myself.
I'm offering you to do it. It's just I'm gonna.
I told you I would do it.
We're just.
You both can do it.
No,
We're gonna,
I'm not
gonna
gonna
make a
have
day out of
Marco
it.
bitching. Oh, it goes like this. It goes like that. And he's like, no.
Be quiet.
Regardless, I'm going to mod it.
Fuck you.
I also got a PlayStation 1 Blaze stick off eBay for pretty cheap, although it needs a lot of work. I saw that standard sticks will fit on it, so I'll have to modify those, and they're 24mm buttons, so it's easy enough. No coloring for that one. There's not enough space for the unit and that kind of thing. But just to get it working, because it's rare, you know. And I gave Marco an arcade stick, so he has no excuse. He needs to start practicing. So I want to go to Evo.
I need someone to help me get mine down from the shelf.
Have you? He's light enough where he won't go through the ladder.
What are we talking about, heights?
It's not even heights. No, I just got to reach across because you know that thing I have above my window. I have my Soul Calibur 5 stick in the box up there. I just got to get the box and get it out of there.
And I don't care what game it is, Mark. I don't care what fighting game it is. I mean, I prefer it to be Street Fighter, but it could be Soul Calibur. I'll play Soul Calibur.
Great, get my. I have the option to get my ass handed to me in multiple games, multiple platforms.
Multiple genres.
It can't. I'll tell you what. As long as it's not Blaze Blue, because that's a shitty game. If you want to do Persona 4, I'll give it a shot.
It's still bitch. If it's Persona, Blaze Blue, or Dead or Alive 5. Or 4.
No,
Or 3.
Plus is supposed to fix some stuff. 4 was 3 was if we're gonna play Dead or Alive, we'll play 2. Do it
It's
right.
still bitch.
Play 2.
It's still bitch.
But Street Fighter 3 is probably your best bet. Oh no, 4 actually, because 4 is easier in the inputs. It's not as precise.
Yeah, but how easy is it on his thumb?
Fuck you.
They're soft buttons. It's gonna be his wrist. Although I told him he should have plenty of practice by now. Should be beating me. Yeah.
I don't want. No, let's end it there.
Alright, everyone. Yes, this is episode 27 of the Basically Bullshit Show, post E3 edition. We're going on almost 3 hours. It's been a long time since we've done this one this long.
3 hours, eh?
Yeah.
Almost, pretty close. And
Kingdom Hearts 3.
oh yeah, Marco, when Kingdom Hearts 3 came on the screen, it was
It wasn't
the
a moment
moment.
I'm proud of, but you know what?
Technically, he looked away.
well, he was in the middle of moving his body in ways that hasn't been moved in many years.
So, up.
Well, that's part of it, yes.
Shut up.
I just heard high pitch. I couldn't hear the sound over the speakers.
I literally, like...
It was almost like Resident Evil 5.
Once it said,
gesticulation.
like, and, I just put my hands over my ears. I'm like, okay, I know what's coming.
Well, he knew it once he saw Dream Drop Distance was the thing it mentioned.
No, once I saw 2.
No, but Dream Drop Distance, when he saw
That
Dream Drop...
cemented it.
Yeah. I knew it right away. I was like, no, this isn't 1.5. They're not going to show it during the PS4 part. That didn't make
Or
sense.
I thought it would be like that 2.5 or, something else.
So, yeah, Marco has to get a PS4 now.
Day one. Even though it won't come out
For 3 years.
Another 3-4 years.
6 years.
Final Fantasy 15 looked great. Especially that gameplay thing they did after.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright, this one's long enough as it is. Please subscribe and let us know what you think. If you're an Xbox fanboy, too bad. Haha, haha.
He just, like, man-darked.
Okay. Thank you.